This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. I'm too loud. I can't hear out of one ear. It's Tuesday, December 8th. I'm Tori here with Alan Brandon. Hello.
Hey.
Gentlemen. And we have the wonderful Lindsay joining us from home. Good to see you, Lindsay. How you feeling?
Hey, I'm good. I'm so jealous I don't get to be around those Christmas decorations in the studio.
I know, and there's a menorah.
Tori's shirt is close enough.
I am wearing like a very Christmas outfit, to be honest. All right, it is a historic day, and I want to get right to it because vaccinations have begun in the United Kingdom. This is a 90-year-old grandmother named Margaret Keenan, and she became the very first person to receive the shot. She was greeted by cheering healthcare workers. Afterwards, they're calling today V-Day in England for Vaccination Day. Now, the second person to get the shot, I don't know if they planned this, but he's an 81-year-old man named William Shakespeare. Shakespeare.
Parents really put him in a hole, didn't they? Man.
Be a playwright.
Yeah. Like, no matter what he does, you only wrote 4 books. All right, William.
Good try,
Bill.
Yeah, Billy.
You're Bill, so you get the double digits.
CNN got an interview with one elderly gentleman who claims he also got the vaccine today. Take a look.
I'm not going to have the bloody bug now. I don't intend to have it because I've got granddaughters and I want to live a long time to enjoy their lives.
Have you been able to see them much this past year?
No, I'm not hug them. I'm going to for Christmas. And they're going to be their parents, my daughter and son-in-law, are going to make quite sure they're able to be hugged.
He's not going to get the bloody bug. All right, it makes me filled with happiness seeing this. Some people, it doesn't fill them with happiness. I want to know from you two, how does it make you feel, Brandon, to see people get the vaccine?
Yeah, I was talking to our producer, Michael Dean, this morning, and it's crazy how in 1 year, last year around this time, we knew nothing about this virus. Now this gives us a glimpse of hope to the vaxxers out there, because I mean, you're seeing someone start the process of being inoculated, and that's what we need to get to some sort of normalcy. So I'm glad to see this because it shows that there is some sort of light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know how long the tunnel is, but I see a little glimmer.
Brandon, the only thing I'll say is I think we knew one thing. I think that we knew that there were going to be a significant portion of the population that wasn't going to take it.
Yep.
And Tori, Lindsay, it's come down to individual decisions, which is really what the masks were. Some people were like, hey, I want my salon to be open, or I want to get on a cruise, or I want to get married. Don't care how many people are there. Mm-hmm. That was their individual decision, and the individuals that showed up. And there are individuals like this gentleman, like myself, that wants to hug my mama. Brandon wants to hug your mama when she's in town.
Absolutely.
And so, it's an individual decision. It's what I've gone with and what he did.
I disagree that it's individual. When polio came out and Jonas Salk came out with the vaccine, he didn't patent it. He wanted everyone to have it. And the government made it clear that you get the polio vaccine or you're not in school. You had to have a card and you have to write it down just like you do with your shots. And I want this to be like that. I know there's going to be people, and I want you to come at me and to talk to me about why you feel so strongly, but unless 70% of this population gets it, it means zippo, nada.
Can I ask Lindsay a question?
Yes, please.
Lindsay, do you think that if we were dealing with polio, if this is 1930s, but we still had the internet and everything, do you think we get the same pushback with polio? Saying you can't tell me what to put in my kid?
I think the access to information is a little different, so it makes people want to know all the details. That's something that I've been thinking about a long time, especially because I'm not in line as one of those people that are more prone to be long-term harmed by the disease. So I wouldn't be first in line to get the vaccine, but watching somebody that's 91 years old get it, to me, will help me understand how this is potentially working, because we see that after 10 days, according to the studies, this is supposed to start kicking in, and then the second dose comes a couple weeks after that, and it has this really high effective rate. So I really hope that we are watching people in the UK continue to do well after getting the vaccine, and that will motivate more people to get it. My biggest concern was some of my grandparents and the older people in my family, and so I was worried that it's going to have some negative effects on them. But to watch these brave people take the vaccine and the volunteers that have taken the vaccine already, it's really inspiring. It makes me less skeptical of the vaccine, because as Brandon always points out, people of color specifically have real reason to be skeptical 100%. Of vaccines in this country.
100%. And if you don't know, please look up the Tuskegee experiment, and that is exactly a true way they manipulated people of color into getting vaccines.
Can I give Lindsay a shout out, because you didn't quote William Shakespeare, you quoted Brendan London. So.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, good for you.
I like to give credit where it's due, Brandon. You always bring that up.
Someone just said crying because it's hope to give hugs again, says Brandy Sprong. Well, switching gears here, there is a new Olympic sport, and it's a flashback to the 80s. Don't know what that was. Ooh, breakdancing will premiere as a new Olympic sport in Paris in 2024. The IOC announced its decision yesterday. Their hope is that the street dance battles will encourage a younger audience to tune in. Meantime, there are 3 other new Olympic sports. There's skateboarding. Ooh, there's sport climbing. That seems like a real general term, doesn't it? Sport climbing. And surfing competitions will premiere this summer in Tokyo. But DBL Nation, we want to hear your opinion on this. Do you think breakdancing should be an Olympic sport? So go to dblvotes.com to weigh in. Linz, yay, nay? I'm going to go around the horn here. Do you think breakdancing should hit the floor?
No, it's Tori.
I'm all for this. I mean, breakdancing is from New York. You know I'm from New York. It's a mix of like martial arts and gymnastics. That's really where the inspiration comes from, a lot of it. And I think it's a legit sport. But for all the dancers out there, like, what's up with ballet? What about ballroom dancing? Everybody's gonna feel left out. These things have been around way longer than breakdancing.
Yeah, okay, tell me why this is more important. Like, why is there no ballet competition? A plie medal?
Because the Olympics, when it comes to like dancing and synchronized dancing, it's already boring. We have to jazz it up and spice it up a little bit with the B-boys.
I love the ice dancing. Do you like the ice dancing?
I watched a documentary on synchronized swimming, and I'm a fan now.
Really?
Brandon, I'm going to put you on. It's amazing what they go through.
Athletes,
It's
true athletes.
Okay, well, I watched So You Think You Can Dance, and the Jabberwockies took the crown.
Amazing.
So
Yes, in 2004. Bringing up some old dance school, hoping
Yeah,
the
that's a
audience
pretty
don't
old
know.
reference.
Yeah, the Jabberwockies.
Shaq danced with them when he played for Phoenix.
All right, let's take a look at the megaphone. We have 60. Oh, wow, a lot of you say, the majority says no. Now, maybe it's because there's no, like, winning or goal at the end, right? Like, there's no, like, you win 3-1. You know what I'm saying?
You've never been served then.
Wait, no, you have to have, I guess it's like there has to have judges and panels, the same for synchronized swimming.
Can you, yeah, I guess you can judge it the same way. Why, write us in if you're a part of the 70% that says no, it shouldn't be a sport.
Wow.
I'm fascinated. That's a large percentage.
All right.
You're like ready to move on.
No,
right?
I'm
I want
just
to
like,
know why.
I want to see some I want to see some judges from Brooklyn and the Bronx,
Yep.
like some old Puerto Rican cat from like that's like 69. I don't want to see some French judge being like, it wasn't funky enough.
Yeah.
I want a real old school breakdancer in
Lindsay,
there.
the East Russian judge being like, not funky enough.
The judges, if the judges
Exactly.
are wearing Adidas tracksuits
Yes.
and Kangol, then you're not Kangol hats.
It's okay.
You're not a judge.
All right. Well, moving on, actually, I want to hear your opinion on this. Lindsay, I want you to stick around because coming up, we have a huge story here. Olivia Jade, yes, that Olivia Jade, daughter of Lori Loughlin, opens up finally about her parents
I like her
going to
dress.
prison. I think she's adorable. What does she think about the family drama that captivated the nation? It will surprise you, I promise. Plus, Queer Eye's Bobby Burke is back on DBL. He's got holiday decorating tips that won't break the bank. And today, a somber milestone. It is the 40th anniversary of John Lennon's death. Paul McCartney. Welcome back to DBL. Lori Loughlin's daughter, Olivia Jade, is finally breaking her silence.
About me?
No, she doesn't care about you. Olivia spoke on Red Table Talk today about the college admission scandal that sent both her parents to prison. Lori and her husband Massimo paid $500,000 to falsely pass Olivia and her sister off as rowing athletes. Olivia says she and her sister knew about the scheme. It's interesting to hear what she said about it on the amazing Red Table Talk. Then we'll talk after this. Listen to this.
I'm not trying to victimize myself. I don't want pity. I don't deserve pity. We messed up. I just want a second chance to be like, I recognize I messed up. And for so long, I wasn't able to talk about this because of the legalities behind it. I never got to say, I'm really sorry that this happened, or I really own that this was a big mess up on everybody's part. But I think everybody feels that way in my family right now.
And she talks more, I really, really recommend you guys listen to it. She talks more about privilege.
Why did Jada Pinkett Smith look like the first person you meet in heaven?
Yeah, she always does.
She
always
glowing.
does.
Like
She
you
looks
have to
an
answer
angel.
3 questions.
Jada looks so good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lindsay,
Focus now, y'all.
Focus. Lindsay, tell me what you think about this, because she really opened up about her bubble and not knowing it was wrong. And I've lived in that bubble of the affluent, you pay to get in. I know that bubble, and it's real. What do you think about her opening up on like this, Linz?
I don't think we can't hold this family like for the rest of their lives. Like, they paid for it, you know, they did their time. Like, let's just let it go, okay? You know, like, I know that they harmed a lot of people in the process that might have missed out on true scholarships and all that thing. But if she's saying that, you know, she's trying her best to redeem herself and doesn't want pity, I appreciate that. She doesn't want to play the victim role and just wants to move forward and figure out how she can redeem herself just like her parents are doing.
I thought she did a great job on this. My mind is like, oh, wow, there is a path of redemption for Olivia Jade. I just wish she had done this earlier and they had not pled not guilty. I don't get that strategy. I never will. Felicity Huffman didn't do that, and we see a different take. What do you think, Brandon?
You wish she did that earlier. It's not her job to do that. She's a kid. You know, I understand she was wearing her Under Armour outfit on the road trying to pose and trying to scam, but it's really not on her. It's on Aunt Becky. We need to hear from Aunt Becky. Aunt Becky needs to be on part 2 for that Red Table Talk, where Jada, looking like she's the first person you see in heaven, needs to bring in that mother from Ohio that was put in jail for 10 days for changing the address for her kids to have a better education.
I just want to push back on you, and Al, tell me what you think, because Olivia Jade's reputation was also part of this. I mean, she was a vlogger, a YouTuber, someone that had a lot of brands that she lost. I mean, she was making money off of it.
Yes, but like, we're having this conversation about this specific set of people, and we'll have this conversation. And Lindsay, I appreciate what you're saying about, like, let's let them also live life. They've got another 60 years to go. But we also have to have a much more difficult, more nuanced conversation about the fact that there are 2 Americas, and there are people that can buy their way into anything, Brandon.
Yes.
And the fact that we don't want to discuss this and we're acting all shocked like we don't know, you can buy your way into a nightclub, you can buy your way into college, you can buy your way into a business. You can do whatever you want.
I grew up in that world.
So when you have money, it's real.
It's very real.
So I think a lot of people, regular folks like myself and Brandon, are just like, wow, this happens, and it's like, this has been happening since the 50s, bro.
And you think it's normal, like she said. It's just normalized.
Whenever somebody has a wing of any university named after them, something went down, bro.
Something went down. All right, coming up on DBL, interior designer and star of Queer Eye, Bobby Burke, with what you should and shouldn't splurge on when it comes to holiday decor.
Ladies, what's
Welcome back to DBL. You know Bobby Burke is the interior designer on the hit Netflix show Queer Eye. Well, he shared holiday decorating tips with me earlier. Check out our DBL Spotlight. Joining us is Bobby Burke, one of my favorite humans on the planet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bobby, when we were first forced inside, we had a new season of Queer Eye to keep us sane. Seriously.
Someone call 911 because this is a Fab 5 confidence emergency.
Actually, we shouldn't do that because we should only use 911 responsibly.
So, Bobby, were there plans for Queer Eye Season 6 that are now on pause? I just need the details to, like, calm me down.
Yeah, we were actually already filming season 6 when everything went down. We were almost finished with the very first episode when production got shut down. They were like, yeah, we're going to shut down for 2 weeks and then we'll reevaluate. Here we are 9 months later. But we're told early 2021 we're going to be back to filming a new season.
Okay, I can breathe. We're getting there. The days are getting closer to 2021. I can do that. All right, we can't have an interior designer as renowned as you on and not get advice for decorating for the holidays. First off, let's say you've saved money like I have. What's the one thing you think is good to splurge on when it comes to holiday decorating? But what's also the item you want to go cheap on, like dollar store buy?
You know, I would say the thing to splurge on is getting a good fake tree. You know, some people are like, oh, the fake trees. But the thing that I loathe the most about setting up a tree is the needles that go everywhere, especially when you're then taking the tree out afterwards. You find those needles in like October of the next year, you know? So I say splurge on a good fake tree. And the things that not to splurge on is when I go out for walks, I like collecting pine cones and like trimming some neighbors' trees here and there and getting greenery that you can put around the house that makes your house feel holiday. And it's environmentally friendly. You're not breaking the bank on it because it was literally free. And then not splurging on things that you can find.
Or steal like from your neighbors. Just go ahead and clip it right off. That's exactly right. That's brilliant, though.
Hey, they're not going to use all those pine cones.
It's true. No one can. Are you still even feeling the holiday spirit this year? Are you blasting the Mariah? Like, how are you feeling?
Isn't that always the album that kicks it off?
Yes.
Is Mariah's holiday album. That's always been the holiday album for me. The holidays are looking quite different this year, but it doesn't mean we still can't keep some of the traditions that we normally do. Okay. You know, my mom and I used to always bake cookies, and then we would give plates of the cookies to our friends and family when they'd come over for holiday dinners. Obviously, holiday dinners aren't happening this year, so I went out and I got one of those big stand mixers, and that way I can make big batches of cookies, and I am shipping them out to my friends and family that I would normally get to see. And, you know, I think this year it's important to splurge on ourselves a little.
Yeah.
Get some nice bedding. We're spending so much time in our beds right now, whether we want to or not. If your kids are schooling from home, one thing that I recommend is getting one of those little mini projectors, because our kids are on screens so much and it's not great. We also have to worry about budget this year, honestly.
Yeah.
PayPal came up with a new way called Pay in 4, where you can split up anything that you're getting into 4 easy payments.
Whoa.
It's available at millions of retailers where PayPal is accepted, like Target and Best Buy.
That's really, really smart. You say Best Buy differently than I do. Will you say Best Buy?
Best Buy.
See, he says Best Buy. He goes up at the end and I go, Best Buy. Sorry, little tangent, but I wanted to get that out there. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Bobby, for talking to us again. It's always a pleasure. We love having you on DBL. I will say bye-bye, and we will be right back.
Thank you, love. See you soon.
Promotional.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some
That shirt
sweet.
says welcome back.
It does, doesn't it?
It really does.
Stop making fun of the shirt.
American
You
beauty.
kind of look like the salsa lady emoji.
Yes, Tapatio.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
All right. Earlier, Steph showed me some amazing products at even better prices. Here's today's DBL Deal Blast, presented by this shirt and MorningSave.com. I love this part of the day. What do you have for us today, Steph?
It's the Oi by Carlo Santana Bluetooth active noise cancelling headphones. So these studio quality headphones eliminate 97.5 of ambient noise, and the battery lasts up to 7 hours between charges. Ooh. So normally these are $130. We have them for $29, saving 78%.
That's a nice little cut right there for those.
Okay, next, I've got the perfect item to keep your everyday devices up and running to their fullest potential, Tori. Ooh. It's the SwissTech 3-in-1 wireless charging station. So you can charge your iPhone, your Apple Watch, and your AirPods at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Without having to deal with all of those cords. Now, normally this device is $100, but we have it for our viewers for $39.
That's good.
Saving 61%. Now, Tori, a pair of designer Kate Spade sunglasses is the perfect stocking stuffer, like the classic aviator.
Put them on. You're Top Gun right now. Amazing.
Or Top Gun, fly a plane, whatever works for you. And the best part is that they all have 100% UV protection. That's very important.
Yes.
So normally it's as much as $160 to $175 per pair. But we've got them for $49, saving up to 72% on designer shades.
Wow. Hey, Maverick, nice save on that one.
And last but not least, I've got something that will help keep you organized at home or when you're out and about on the go. So it's the BHG 7-piece premium packaging or storage cube set. So the cube sizes include 1 XL, 2 large, 2 medium, 1 small, and a drawstring bag. So normally it's as much as $40. Now it's only $19.
Oh, nice.
Saving up to 53%.
Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com right on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph. All right, we got great comments, and one of them I love from Sandra from Facebook. Our granddaughter is home on leave from the Air Force. First off, thank you for her service. Yes. I can't hug her. We are 76 and 77, not in good health. My heart hurts. Our prayers that this vaccine takes off and you are able to hug your beautiful daughter. And we want to thank your family also for the sacrifice, because it's everyone. That's amazing, right?
It's a big deal.
I can't wait to hug you guys.
Yeah, soon. Get that vaccine.
Yeah, exactly. All right, DBL's new every single day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys. Take care. Is the first person to get the COVID vaccine in the UK. Does this encourage you to get in line when it's available in the US? Bust out the boom boxes. Breakdancing is now officially an Olympic sport. Is this the right move or a step in the wrong direction? Lori Loughlin's daughter, Olivia Jade, finally breaks her silence on the college admissions scandal.
I'm definitely ready.
Do you believe her side of the story? And Claus star Nicy Nash talks about the challenges of getting married during a pandemic.
I wanted my wedding to be huge.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. It is Tuesday, December 8th. I'm Sam here with Jeff and Al. Hey. Erica joining us from home. Hi, Erica. Well, it is a historic day. Vaccinations have begun in the UK. A 90-year-old grandmother, as you see here, named Margaret Keenan, became the first person to receive the shot. She was, oh, look at that, greeted by cheering healthcare workers afterwards. They're calling today V-Day in England. The second person to get the shot was 81-year-old William Shakespeare. Yeah, that's his real name. CNN did get an interview with another elderly gentleman who claims he also got the vaccine today. Watch.
I hope I am not going to have the bloody bug now. I don't intend to have it because I've got granddaughters and I want to live a long time to enjoy their lives.
Have you been able to see them much this past year?
No, I not hug them. I'm going to for Christmas, and they're going to be their parents, my daughter and son-in-law, are going to make quite sure they're able to be hugged.
Wow. I mean, this is a historic day. However, Erica, let's keep it 100 here. Not everybody is cheering. I see many of our viewers saying that they are hesitant to get the vaccine. They don't want their parents to get the vaccine. They don't want their kids to get the vaccine. And I just received information that this is according to a new poll, 55% of Americans are willing to take the vaccine. What do you make of this, E?
I'm encouraged that it's 55%. I think that if it were skewed too much in either direction, that would give me more cause for pause. I mean, honestly, you're talking about a medical decision that people are making for not only their bodies, but also their families. And if it is 55% of people who are for it, then that also might mean that there is a natural progression of how it's being allotted, how people are consuming it. Do we have enough for the people that actually need it and want to take it? So I think that 55% is very encouraging.
Yeah, listen, I'm all for the vaccine. I understand all the hesitation behind it, and I applaud those two people in the UK who were the first ones. But how about all the people who took the test runs, right? They should be applauded too. All the people who did the placebos and didn't even get it, they should be the first ones in line. Listen, I was hesitant too about the vaccine, but again, you have to do your research on this. It's not like the old vaccines where you're going to get the coronavirus in you to build up antibodies. It's not like that anymore. So listen, I think the more we know about the vaccine, the more people will be encouraged to take it. I'm willing to take it.
I mean, but again,
are you willing to take it, Al?
Oh, 100%.
What about your kids?
Well, they're too young.
Yeah.
You know.
They say under 12. At least our own Dr.
Under
Coley
12.
said
So
wait
technically,
until
my daughter could take it.
Testing until with pregnant women, which I don't even know if that's a thing. I don't know if you can test pregnant women, but our own Dr. Coley said for pregnant women, nursing women, and then also children under 12 to wait. But she feels very confident about adults getting it.
Right. And again, on this show, we don't lambast anybody that does not want to take it. I get it. That's up to you. It's a personal decision I've thought about, and I'm assuming they have too.
Yeah, and I like I said, I think it's an education thing, right? The more you know about it, the more your neighbors get it, your family gets it, the more people will be encouraged to get it, hopefully.
We'll have to wait and see, because you do need a certain amount of the population to get the vaccine in order for us to be able to eradicate it. But keep writing in, DBL Nation. We want to hear what you have to say. So we're going to switch gears here. There is a new Olympic sport. It's a bit of a flashback to the 80s. Breakdancing will premiere as a new Olympic sport in Paris 2024. The IOC announced its decision yesterday. Their hope is that the street dance battles will encourage a younger audience to tune in. Meantime, there are 3 other new Olympic sports: skateboarding, sport climbing, and surfing competitions will all premiere this summer in Tokyo. But DBL Nation, you know we got to hear from you on this one. What is your opinion? Do you think breakdancing should be an Olympic sport? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Al, what do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, there are things that people do for fun and relaxation and entertainment, but they also require physical skill. Last I checked, a lot of people go skiing, Jeff, for fun and relaxation, but it's also an Olympic sport. So I think that this should be no different.
Yeah, as sports evolve, so should the Olympics, right? And it also gets a different generation into the Olympics. They have some really boring ones that are Olympic sport. Like there's that skeet shooting one where you ski. It's kind of cool actually, but you ski. It's cross country, and then you have to shoot some targets, and you keep skiing and shoot. It's kind of cool, but it's like, kind of outdated, right? Curling, I think it's cool, but it's kind of outdated.
You're gonna make our Canadian viewers
keep up with the Joneses a little bit.
Erica's husband's gonna come for you.
What?
No, I'm sorry. Y'all have missed the boat on this, okay? Breakdancing has always been an Olympic sport, okay? That's just the truth. That is the absolute truth. Saturday mornings, my Uncle Clarence would come next door, pick me up, and make me decide between watching Saturday morning cartoons and going to see the guys breakdance around the corner on the west side of Chicago. This was the hustle, okay? It's not only skill, it's not only entertainment, it's not only agility, it's about like an actual hustle. People made their like money to pay their rent breakdancing on the corner on these boxes with these boom boxes in their members only jackets. Yes, of course. This has always been a Saturday morning Olympic sport.
To Erica's point, it's pretty crappy that they waited this long. Like, I get that now they're going to do it because now they want to get younger viewers. But what happened to all those years and all those athletes at the time who were, to Erica's point, probably the best in the game, and then they missed out on gold medals, silver medals?
What about ballroom dancing and all the dances that took place before breakdancing? They're not in the Olympics. They got screwed.
Ballroom dancing isn't in the Olympics?
No.
It isn't?
No, but it's like they've taken...
Why do you say it like that?
They've cycled in and out sports. I remember, I think it was 2 Olympics ago. Remember they took out Greco-Roman wrestling, which was the original sport? It was not in
because
the
it was
Olympics.
dangerous. They were dropping people on their heads.
Oh, is that why?
That Russian guy from back in the day, I don't know if I'm saying this 100%, but I remember that Russian guy was so strong, he was dropping people on their heads, and people were scared to wrestle him because they were getting injured, so they just stopped the whole sport. Wow. I believe that's why they stopped it.
I just feel bad for the legends of skateboarding, the legends of surfing.
Skateboarding's in a sport.
They're in the Olympics now. Yes, it is a sport. Skateboarding is absolutely.
They have the X Games, and now they're the Olympics. They evolved.
Well, the point of the Tony Hawks and stuff not being able to get gold medals all these years, and then all of a sudden, I get it, better late than never. I just feel bad for those legends that could have added to their X Games medals, Olympic medals. You can't beat an Olympic medal. You can't.
I don't know. Nice contract.
If you weren't a Tony Hawk, you wouldn't be sitting in your chair right now being, dang, I would have
Tony Hawk
like
is sitting in a golden chair crying about the fact he doesn't have a gold medal. I think he's fine.
You don't think that you'd be like, man, I would have had 4 gold medals up on my shelf?
Wow. I don't think so. I'd go to one of my summer homes and cry. Tony Hawk is fine.
All right, let's see what our DBL Nation has to say. 52% of you, Erica, they say no. It's not an Olympic sport. Don't go away, Erica. Coming up on DBL, do pickup lines really work, or should singles just stop with the cheesy one-liners? Plus, Claws star Nicy Nash tells us about her powerful upcoming series about the civil rights movement and her wedding that took the world by surprise. And today, a sober milestone. It's the 40th anniversary of John Lennon's death. Paul McCartney posted this. DBL, is it time to officially retire the pickup line? In a new survey of 2,000 people, 55% of them say pickup lines should be forbidden. 42% of men say they've fallen for a pickup line, but only 27% of women says it worked on them. Some of the worst. I got my library card and I'm checking you out. Or are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. And feel my shirt. What's it made of? Boyfriend material.
That's funny.
And
That's
the
good.
best, are you a Pokemon? Because I'd like to take a Pikachu. Ew. And then we have another one. Can I have a picture of you so I can show Santa what I want for Christmas?
That's scary.
That's cute. I like that last one. Do you guys like pickup lines?
I
Did they
think
ever
they're
work?
funny. I think they're good, and I think they could work. I never use one, but I was looking through like funny pickup lines, and I found one that I've never heard before, but could actually work. Okay. So if I came up to you at a bar, you didn't know me, and I was like, "Do you ever think of all the messed up things in this world while you're looking at the stars and think, why there's a D in fridge and no D in refrigerator?"
What? It's the weirdest, most obscure, dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No.
And I'd be
What's
like,
it
wow,
mean?
we're not meant to be. Hell, would you think about that a little bit and be like, that's weird that there is no D in refrigerator?
Yeah.
And we'd strike up a conversation, right?
That's all. Look.
What? Don't
That's a
lie out.
pickup line?
Albert,
You,
Erica?
if I said that to you in conversation, you two would be all over me.
Yeah.
I've never heard, that's the weirdest pickup line I've ever heard, Erica. What do you make of pickup lines? Did Anthony use a line on you?
No, Anthony did not use any lines on me, but I did work in nightclubs for a number of years, so I have heard them all. But one of my favorite, I think it was actually from The Fresh Prince, where he said, "Baby, your feet must be tired because you've been running through my mind all day."
That-
I thought that was funny.
Can I tell you an original one that I used to use back in my single days? I used to
Yes.
work all the time.
Wait, an
when I was
original?
young,
You
fun,
wrote
when I was
it?
still alive inside,
You
when I
wrote
was
it?
in Miami. No, what me and my buddy, I'm not going to say his name. He does very well for himself now, but we used to go out to nightclubs, and this is like the kids can like kind of DM and like stick your foot in. We used to do what is called cold calling, where you just had to walk up to somebody. And what we would do, we would dare each other. We'd walk up, and I just walk up to the table of girls and just kind of stick my head in and be like, "Al Jackson, ask around," and then just walk
That's
away
amazing.
and just walk away.
That's hot.
And like they would all just be sitting there like, "Who? What was that random?" And then my friend would come in and he'd be like, "That's my boy. He's just playing around." And then we'd buy him drinks and start talking.
That's
worked all the time.
such a good line because it shows that you have confidence, that you have a sense of humor. It shows that you have some swagger. I like it.
Erica?
Yes.
Is that okay? Is that acceptable?
Wait, I just told you.
I know.
You're Al Jackson.
Ask around.
Ask around.
I guess. I mean, knowing you now, but I probably would have just, yeah.
What's your pickup line, Hot Step?
What?
What's your pickup line?
I never had a pickup line.
They don't have to
Mark
have one.
had a line. Remember, he said, I was wearing a midriff when I was working at the bar. And Mark,
You're wearing one right now, too.
I'm not wearing a midriff. This is a dress.
It's literally at your midsection and stopping.
Whatever.
Okay.
I did have a midriff on, and Mark said, "What's your tattoo say?" And that was his line. Okay.
Well, 10 years later in marriage, it worked.
Remember my dad's line to my mom?
No.
I told you that.
How would I know that?
I don't remember anything I tell
I have
you.
3
It's
children
really
and 10
sad.
jobs.
Okay, well, my dad was really into my mom, followed her around for months. I know that sounds scary. Finally, he went up to her and said, "Heidi," this was in college, "Heidi, do you like chicken?" And she says, "Yeah." And he says, "Grab a wing." And she grabbed it. They've been married for like 40 years. Okay, we gotta go. Coming up on DBL, Mario Lopez as a sexy Colonel Sanders. What?
Speaking of wings.
Whoa. We'll show you the bizarre Lifetime production. And our medical expert,
The wing
Dr.
line.
Payal Kohli, is clearing up confusion about the coronavirus vaccine. We'll be right back.
Ladies, what's
Welcome back to DBL. With months of the pandemic behind us, there is still a great deal that experts are trying to understand, especially the COVID-19 side effects. There have been reports that some men who have had the virus are experiencing the unfortunate side effect of erectile dysfunction. It's a neurological complication, and it could be long-term. Dr. Payal Kohli joins us live. Doc, how much do we know about this side effect right now?
One study that came out that looked at a number of smaller studies, but what we're finding out is that there's many different reasons, not just neurological dysfunction. So we know that the virus can attack your blood vessels, which can potentially compromise blood flow during an erection. We also know that the receptors that the virus uses to get inside cells are present on the male reproductive organs, like the testicles, so it can actually reduce your levels of testosterone. And finally, the psychological and obviously physical trauma of having the infection can affect your libido. So if you didn't have enough reasons to wear a mask before, guys, you certainly do now, right?
Yeah. I wonder how many men are now going to we're children up here. We are absolute children. You mentioned testicles and erection, and we're all laughing. But it's not
I was gonna make it through it, Sam. I said those are some pretty. I was spouting off at the beginning of the show, Doc, how I'm gonna be first in line to take it. But these are serious.
I was just gonna say how many men that have been hesitant with wearing a mask.
I did get permission.
Go ahead, Dr. Coley.
I was going to say I did get permission from the producers to use the T word. So
thank you, Dr. Coley, because we are children up here. I'll just admit it and call it what it is. But my question was, how many men who were once hesitant to wear a mask are now going to wear a mask because of that potential side effect? Just being real.
Wear a mask?
Yes.
Or get the vaccine?
I think a lot.
Both.
All right, Doc, are there any other side effects, Doc?
And I was just going to add, you guys, that we don't really know how to treat this erectile dysfunction. Is it the same as regular erectile dysfunction or not? Will it respond in the same way? So we're still learning a lot about that as well. So not only is the complication risk higher, the treatment is a little bit of an unknown.
Yeah, you could just get a Corvette. Doc, does
that even
mean? To compensate some way. Doc, can we
That'll
look at
fix it for sure. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We will be getting a call from our boss in about 2 minutes. We look at the vaccine as like an immediate shot of immunity, or should we still be wearing masks and social distancing long after the vaccine is administered? Because I think I'm going to be wearing masks probably for the next, maybe forever, honestly.
Forever?
I'll be wearing them at the airport.
I'm so glad you asked me. Yeah, I'm really glad you asked me this question because I think we need to adjust how we think about the vaccine. The vaccine is not a we're not going to wear masks. It's a we're going to get back to our lives with the masks. The masks have reduced the rate of flu, so we only have very few flu infections right now. And on top of that, we don't know if the vaccine only protects the person getting the vaccine or also prevents others around them from catching it through that person. So in other words, can they still transmit? This is a bit of an unknown. It'll take a long time to vaccinate 70% of people, which is what we need to get to before we slow down the spread of the virus. And as we've talked about before, kids and pregnant women and such may not be able to get the vaccine right away. So I anticipate, Al, we're going to be wearing masks for at least the next year, if not forever, like you said.
Wow. All right. Well, this is a depressing segment.
A lot of information, though, to take in.
Well, Sam's not talking, so I don't know what to do here.
You two, I can't. Let's stop pretend that you guys aren't giving me looks, okay?
We're on a panel together,
so
Sam.
Unprofessional, myself included. Thank you, Dr. Coley. We'll be right back. Me too. We would like to remember Julie Davis, a third-grade teacher from North Carolina, who died after testing positive for COVID-19. She was 49. Julie's family described her as selfless and caring with a heart of gold. She also wanted the best for every child she encountered. She leaves behind 2 children and her grandson, Eli. We are so sorry for their loss.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
There are a lot of articles talking about preemptive pardons that President Trump could grant to staffers or family members. And many of you have sent us questions about presidential pardons. So let's break down what the president's actual pardon powers are. Our sources are the U.S. Constitution, the Justice Department, and Professor Frank Bowman, a law professor at the University of Missouri. Let's start with the Constitution. Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution simply says the president has the power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States. So first question, what are the basic presidential pardon powers?
Presidential pardon power is very broad. It's not completely unlimited. It applies to federal crimes. It does not apply to any state criminal offenses, nor does it apply to civil legal actions, nor does it apply to congressional investigations.
So then what is a preemptive pardon? Well, Professor Bowman says it's actually kind of a made-up term.
It's just something a phrase that has popped into the media in the last couple of weeks. What this presumably means is just what I said, which is that you can pardon someone for conduct they've already engaged in, but haven't yet been charged for or convicted of.
Historically, we've seen presidents pardon people for specific crimes, like Sheriff Joe Arpaio in 2017. Trump pardoned him specifically for criminal contempt of court, but they're not always that specific.
If you remember, after Nixon resigned, Ford accedes to the office as his vice president, and he pardons Nixon for any and all federal offenses that Nixon might have committed from the date of his inauguration to the date of his resignation. It's the broadest pardon in American history.
Bowman says a broad pardon like that is likely to be challenged in courts, but so far he said there's no instances of a U.S. presidential pardon being overturned. And finally, from viewer Sally M. Can the president pardon himself?
My view is that constitutionally he cannot. Now that too is unresolved. Nobody's ever tried it. In fact, nobody in the history of Anglo-American law has ever tried it, including kings and queens.
Keep in mind, at this time, the president has not announced his intention to grant any new pardons to his family or staffers. To Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.
We love sharing your comments, but people are a little bit confused about the erectile dysfunction side effect. So let me just be crystal clear that it's not a side effect. Stop it.
What?
Okay, Jeff, I can't. Okay, the side effect is not from the vaccine. It's a side effect of COVID, an unfortunate side effect from COVID. You thought it was from the vaccine.
Right. I thought it was from the vaccine, but I thought it was important to clear up, right? What is wrong with you?
You. I hate you.
What are you talking about? I'm not laughing.
Every time Jeff's not on camera, he looks like he's laughing. He's laughing.
Does this look like I'm laughing?
Okay. If you guys were only a fly on the wall in here, how dare you? Somebody put a camera on him right now.
I'm glad we cleared it up.
Thank you for clearing that up. I cleared it up. On Facebook or YouTube. You can chat with other viewers with the host during breaks, and we'll read your comments on air. Be part of the DBL community. Please, we need you every day during the show. If you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Claws actress Nicy Nash tells Tori about her biggest challenge during this crazy year, and Olivia Jade opens up about her parents, Lori, Lachlan, and Massimo, going to prison. DBL's new every day. We'll be right back.
Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with Jeff and Al. Erica joining us from home. All right, let's get right to it. Lori Loughlin's daughter, Olivia Jade, is breaking her silence. Olivia spoke on Red Table Talk today about the college admission scandal that sent both her parents to prison. Lori and her husband, Massimo, paid $500,000, you remember, to falsely pass Olivia and her sister off as rowing athletes. Olivia says she and her sister, are you ready for this, knew about the scheme. Yup, listen to what she said on Red Table Talk.
I'm not trying to victimize myself. I don't want pity. I don't deserve pity. We messed up. I just want a second chance to be like, I recognize I messed up. And for so long, I wasn't able to talk about this because of the legalities behind it. I never got to say, I'm really sorry that this happened, or I really own that this was a big mess up on everybody's part. But I think everybody feels that way in my family right now.
Wow, and still Jada's mom called Olivia out for her white privilege. Watch.
At the end of the day, you're going to be okay because your parents are going to go in and they're going to do their 60 days and they're going to pay their fine and you guys will go on and you'll be okay. And there's so many of us that it is not going to be that situation.
Yeah.
It just makes it very difficult right now for me to care.
Wow, what a vital conversation. Erica, I know you and I both are huge Red Table Talk fans. They always have these nuanced conversations, always unfiltered. What did you make of Olivia Jade completely coming clean, especially because her mom, even after her sentencing, never admitted guilt?
Right, and she did address that about the legality of the situation. I mean, it's not uncommon for people to be able to say anything. However, there was so much here. Miss Adrienne, Jada Pinkett Smith's mom, she's 67 years old. So you have to consider everything that she has seen, endured, in this country, in this world, as a Black woman. So for her to say what she said, and I want to note that she was talking about in this moment, she was conflicted and against giving her the space and the room at the table in this moment, because in the grand scheme of every single thing that's been happening in recent months, is this the most important or vital use of space for that table? And I completely understood that, but I thought that the flexibility of thought and the duality in this conversation was so dynamic, because you have a girl or a woman who's 21 years old, embattled in something that is super public. Her ignorance was her bliss. She had to come clean and say things that she probably never envisioned saying. And to be honest, and Miss Adrienne said it too, she didn't have to say anything and she could have continued in that bubble. But she chose to come forward, and I have to give her some credit for that.
Do you think that Olivia Jade's going to get another shot? Do you think she's going to have a career again?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to you straight. With a face like that, absolutely. Her coming clean on Red Table Talk, she's going to get even more fans now. I mean, if she starts dating Scott Disick pretty soon, because she's dating every young girl in Hollywood. That was a joke. But I applaud her, too. Like Erica said, I appreciate all the things you said before that. But I applaud her for coming forward. She lived in a bubble, and she admitted it. My parents, her friends, our friends thought this was okay. This was the bubble we lived in. My thing is that maybe I'll push back on a little bit is the white privilege thing, right? Why isn't this just privilege? This isn't only white people who do this. This has been going on for hundreds of years. Maybe majority are white, but this is privilege, and we need to look at that in itself, not white and attach that, because it's such a...
I do have to address that, Jeff, because I think it's only fair to clarify that, and I can understand you asking that question. Miss Adrienne also addressed that as it being privilege, but the important dynamic about that conversation of white privilege was the idea that a 67-year-old Black woman is sitting there with a 21-year-old white woman in that moment when we're talking about Black Lives Matter and we're talking about equity and equality. And she, Olivia Jade, asked to come to the Red Table. She wasn't invited. She asked to be there. So what Miss Adrienne was really saying is it really our responsibility as Black women in this world to raise your social consciousness, to give you an opportunity to absolve yourself, when in my 67 years of experience in this world, I haven't been given that opportunity from folks who look like you. That's the reason why the white privilege thing was brought up.
Interesting.
I like that. That was a good answer.
Great
That was a really
usually
good
it's just,
answer. It was
usually
a good question and a good
going-
answer.
No, I
That
was
was
going
good.
after like the trigger word of it because we mentioned it in the prompter, and I think a lot of people online put white privilege, toxic masculinity, all these other things that, you know, that bother me. But your explanation, Erica, was fantastic, so thank you.
A compliment to both of you guys. I really forgot I was on the show. I was just like listening
too.
to what you guys were saying, so I appreciate that.
Good.
I learned a lot from both y'all.
Good conversation. So switching gears here, as if 2020 couldn't get any weirder, check this out. Mario Lopez is starring in a new Lifetime movie. You know I love Lifetime. He's going to be the sexy Colonel Sanders. What? It's called Recipe for Seduction. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Have a look.
Harlan claims to have some secret recipe.
A secret recipe? Spare me.
We all have our secrets. If you marry my daughter, I promise there'll be more long weekends in your future.
Mom, I have to tell you something.
We have a problem.
Secret's out, chicken man. I'll take care of this. He's ruining everything!
Just kill him already!
Who the hell are you? Harlan Sanders, the new chef.
It's amazing. I need to put an alert in my phone to remind me to watch that.
Remind you to throw your TV out the window?
No, that's everything that I want in a Friday night.
No, it's not,
yes,
Sam.
it
Stop
is.
being nice. That's ridiculous.
I am not
and it's
being nice.
offensive to my sensibilities.
Why is that offensive?
First of all, that Mario Lopez has a dope recipe for chicken. Stop. That gray hair is ridiculous. And
It
I'm
looks like
not
Jeff's
sitting.
haircut.
How do you even look at that and
That
still?
looks like Jeff's haircut.
He looks like a Borat character. He does not look like he looks insane.
You're missing the. Okay, Erica. Maybe Erica. I don't know what Erica thinks about Lifetime movies, but Erica, they try to be over the top, cheesy.
Erica, if you get her back on this point,
Yeah.
I'm going to block you on social media.
I don't have much to say about Lifetime movies. I do indulge in them from time to time. But I will say this about Mario Lopez. Homeboy knows how to get a check. And for that, I cannot hate. That grind don't stop. That hustle don't quit.
I can't wait. It's going to be a huge hit.
Listen, these are my goals, Al, to be in movies like this throughout my career. So don't knock it. I could see Big Jeff.
I could see you as Colonel Sanders. You a sexy Colonel Sanders for sure.
Ooh. Did you ever think that sentence would come out of your mouth?
I take it back already. I'm already reeling it back in.
Yeah, what makes Colonel Sanders sexy? The fact he has a tight shirt on and a weird
Because it's Mario
bow tie?
Lopez.
Okay, then why Colonel Sanders? Okay.
It's Mario Lopez, and I already see viewers saying they're going to set alarms on their phones too. I'm with you. Okay, so Dolly Parton always wants to look her best at all times of the day. In an interview with RuPaul for Marie Claire magazine, Dolly confessed that she keeps her hair and makeup done in order to stay, quote, ambulance ready in case she gets sick or there's a natural disaster. Dolly has said that she sleeps with her makeup on. In the event she has to run out into the streets during a hotel fire or her tour bus crashes, she then wipes it off in the morning. This is so fabulous.
No.
I can't relate.
Keep going. Why is it fabulous?
Because it's Dolly Parton. Like, believe me, if it was like my daughter, I'd be like, come on, Sophie, that's so sad. Like you shouldn't care what people
I will
think of you.
tell
But
you
it's
that
Dolly.
older black folks have a version of this, and I grew up, my whole family's from Jackson, Mississippi, and it sounds, I'm not trying to be funny or gross or anything, but they always said, have a clean pair of underwear on in case you have to go in the emergency room. I heard that my whole life growing up. I don't know where that came from.
But just make sure you change your underwear.
Yeah, that's
what
baseline.
they said,
yes.
to make sure they change
How about for you and Erica, my wife, I believe it was pregnancy or operation or whatever, shave your legs. They were always, Jordan's like, I have to shave my legs. I'm like, you're about to have a baby.
Oh, yeah, believe me, I had.
So is this a thing for
women? I had a full wax before I had a baby.
Are you serious?
I wanted to look pristine.
So this is real.
For my gynecologist, who's a female, by the way.
I would probably forget. I commend you, Sam.
Yeah, you want to feel good. You want to feel.
But isn't that the last thing? Like, this is the difference between men and women. Men wouldn't care.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
All right.
Great rebuttal.
You should have said that on the school bus. As if.
Coming up on DBL, Tori is catching up with Claus star and newlywed Nicy Nash. How she's making the most of 2020 next in Chatting with the Stars.
DBL with her show Claws wrapping up its final season. Nicy Nash is one of the fiercest women in Hollywood. Earlier, Tori spoke with her about making the best of what's left of 2020 in today's Chatting with the Stars.
Nicy Nash, one of my absolute favorite actresses. Welcome to DBL. Before we get into your exciting new project and how to create a holiday magic at home moment, I want you to share how you've been making the most of 2020. What's been your biggest challenge this year?
I got married this year, and one of my biggest challenges was trying to figure out how to keep my wedding COVID safe and extremely small.
Yes.
Because I love so many people and I wanted my wedding to be huge. And I figured it out, and I had the smallest, tiniest, safest wedding in the world.
Mazel tov, by the way, on that. Let's get right into this, because I am so excited to hear that you'll be joining the cast of a new series about the women behind the civil rights movement. It's called Women of the Movement. It's produced by Jay-Z and Will Smith. You are playing the grandmother of Emmett Till. I already got goosebumps.
Well, I can tell you that I am always excited when I can join a project that has a social impact.
Yeah.
I felt the same way when They See Us, the same way doing Mrs. America. You know, these are roles and projects that lend itself to a conversation beyond the series. I'm in the middle of filming my 4th and final season of Claws right now, so I won't do my deep dive into this story until after I wrap this one. I need to give Desna Sims her just due, and then I'll move on.
Well, now, as a mother in real life, explain why it's important to plan family time, especially while we're staying at home during the pandemic. We do need to know from you, Nicy, how can we create some holiday magic with our families? I'm Jewish. I put up so many Christmas lights just to get into the spirit of it, just to try anything. What are you doing?
Well, the thing that I'm doing is I'm having so much fun with my family and HP Printables. Right now, HP is offering free crafts and activities for your family. And who doesn't like free at the holidays? You know, so we're able to do is, you know, and especially with me just getting married, we're able to curate our own custom holiday card, which is so fun. I mean, we've been stuck in the house with nowhere to go, no parties, no red carpet. So we got all dolled up in our fanciest clothes and went and sat on the sofa and took a gorgeous photo. You know, so it was really fun, and it was a good time, and everybody could participate. That's what I like about it the most.
I love that you got dressed up to sit on the sofa. I have like a martini just sitting there alone, just looking out the window. It's very, very sad. What are you hoping for in the new year? Do you have any resolutions in mind?
You know what, in the new year, I would love to be of service more in the world. Being an actor is my do, but my who is to be of service. And I want that part of my life to shine a little brighter.
Wow, that's really said very simply, and that means a whole lot. I like that. Shine a little bit brighter. I love that. Well, you have made my day a little brighter. Happy holidays to you and your family, Nicy. DBL Nation, for more tips on how to get your family in the holiday spirit, remember what Nicy said, visit hp.com/holiday magic. Have some fun with the kids, do some creative crafts, and remember, it's free. Thanks again, Nicy. We'll be right back.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Nicy.
Picking your health insurance coverage.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet holiday deals. Earlier, Steph showed Tori some amazing products at even better prices. Here's today's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com.
I love this part of the day. What do you have for us today, Steph?
Tori, I've got some amazing products and deals that you are going to love. So first of all, I've got something that's going to help you block out the noise and relax. It's the Oi by Carlo Santana Bluetooth active noise cancelling headphones. So these studio quality headphones eliminate 97.5 of ambient noise. They deliver the truest and best sound possible. They're hands-free with control, so you can wirelessly control your music and take your phone calls, so I love it.
Yes.
And the folding design like this right here is great for portability, and the battery lasts up to 7 hours between charges. So normally these are $130. We have them for $29, saving 78%.
That's a nice little cut right there for those. And I like over the ears. My canals are small.
Oh no, I like that too,
appreciate
because sometimes it hurts when you have headphones in for so long.
Totally agree.
Love those. Okay, next, I've got the perfect item to keep your everyday devices up and running to their fullest potential, Tori. Ooh. It's the SwissTech 3-in-1 wireless charging station. So you can charge your iPhone, your Apple Watch, and your AirPods at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Without having to deal with all of those cords. And if you don't have an iPhone, then don't worry, because it also works with Android smartphones and smart watches. And the best bit is twice as fast charging technology when you are in a hurry. I mean, we all need that. Yeah. Now, normally this device is $100, but we have it for our viewers for $39.
That's good.
Saving 61%, Tori.
That's good. I might get that for my mom. She's got cords coming out of her ear.
It's so handy, and I always lose chargers, to be honest, and I don't know where they are, whereas you can't really lose this big device, can you? And you can charge everything in one.
Good price for it, too. I like that.
Love. Now, Tori, nothing beats a great pair of shades to accessorize your outfit, but designer sunglasses can be rather expensive. Well, not with this deal. A pair of designer Kate Spade sunglasses is the perfect stocking stuffer. It comes with one pair of sunglasses, a hard case, and a cleaning cloth, available in your choice of 6 styles, like the classic aviator.
Put them on, put them on.
Got my eye on these,
yeah, let me
Tori,
see. Let's see
don't I?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
See. You're Top Gun right now. Amazing.
Or Top Gun, fly a plane, whatever works for you. And the best part is that they all have 100% UV protection. That's very important.
Yes.
So normally it's as much as $160 to $175 per pair. But we've got them for $49, saving up to 72% on designer shades.
Wow. Hey, Maverick, nice save on that one. Top Gun reference.
Love it. And last but not least, I've got something that will help keep you organised at home or when you're out and about on the go. So it's the BHG 7-piece premium packaging or storage cube set. So the cube sizes include 1 XL, 2 large, 2 medium, 1 small, and a drawstring bag. Perfect for swapping out seasonal wardrobes now that the colder months have arrived, or even organising your suitcase, because I'm awful at that. And they're made from really high quality fabric and interior seams to increase durability. So normally it's as much as $40. Now it's only $19.
Oh, nice.
Saving up to 53%, Tori.
Oh, because I just put all my winter clothes in like a trash bag. That's not right. I got to get that.
I get it.
Okay, this is what I need. I like that they have that. All right, wow. Thank you so much, Top Gun. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com right on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Tomorrow on DBL, a young music executive's shocking death. Could this unsolved mystery from the 90s be linked to the O.J. Simpson case?
Obviously, when he was murdered, it just really shocked us.
That's in True Crime Chronicles. And TV and Broadway star Matthew Morrison is bringing The Grinch to life in a new musical. How will he make it his own?
Well, I hope it's people's least favorite Grinch.
That's tomorrow on DBL.
Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. We've got Robin here saying on Facebook, I repeat, no, my God, regarding Mario Lopez as the sexy Colonel
Thank you.
Sanders.
An honest viewer.
Yep.
And I love Mario, but come on.
Robin says to you, Al, my mother also used to tell me, wear clean underwear in case you're in an accident and have to be taken to the hospital.
Old school. That's old school South.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, all my moms, my aunts. That's like one thing I remember is like always have a clean pair of underwear.
How about just in general?
Yeah, you would. One would hope, just in case.
Young boys might need a little incentive.
Yeah,
though.
For real. Come on.
You know?
Be honest.
And then Donna says, you guys are having so much fun today. I love it. This is one of my favorite shows. Yay.
We love
Thanks,
you too.
Donna. We're trying to be professional. DBL's new every day. We'll see you tomorrow.
happening.
Bye, guys.
on Daily Blast Live.
A 90-year-old woman is the first person to get the COVID vaccine in the UK. Does this encourage you to get in line when it's available in the US? Bust out the boom boxes. Breakdancing is now officially an Olympic sport. Is this the right move or a step in the wrong direction? Lori Loughlin's daughter, Olivia Jade, finally breaks her silence on the college admissions scandal.
I'm definitely ready.
Do you believe her side of the story? And Claus star Nicy Nash talks about the challenges of getting married during a pandemic.
I wanted my wedding to be huge.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. It is Tuesday, December 8th. I'm Sam, here with Jeff and Al. Hey. Erica joining us from home. Hi, Erica. Well, it is a historic day. Vaccinations have begun in the UK. A 90-year-old grandmother, as you see here, named Margaret Keenan, became the first person to receive the shot. She was, oh, look at that, greeted by cheering healthcare workers afterwards. They're calling today V-Day in England. The second person to get the shot was 81-year-old William Shakespeare. Yeah, that's his real name. CNN did get an interview with another elderly gentleman who claims he also got the vaccine today. Watch.
I hope I am not going to have the bloody bug now. I don't intend to have it because I've got granddaughters and I want to live a long time to enjoy their lives.
Have you been able to see them much this past year?
No, I'm not hug them. I'm going to for Christmas. And they're going to be their parents, my daughter and son-in-law, are going to make quite sure they're able to be hugged.
Wow. I mean, this is a historic day. However, Erica, let's keep it 100 here. Not everybody is cheering. I see many of our viewers saying that they are hesitant to get the vaccine. They don't want their parents to get the vaccine. They don't want their kids to get the vaccine. And I just received information that this is according to a new poll, 55% of Americans are willing to take the vaccine. What do you make of this, E?
I'm encouraged that it's 55%. I think that if it were skewed too much in either direction, that would give me more cause for pause. I mean, honestly, you're talking about a medical decision that people are making for not only their bodies, but also their families. And if it is 55% of people who are for it, then that also might mean that there is a natural progression of how it's being allotted, how people are consuming it. Do we have enough for the people that actually need it and want to take it? So I think that 55% is very encouraging.
Yeah, listen, I'm all for the vaccine. I understand all the hesitation behind it, and I applaud those two people in the UK who were the first ones. But how about all the people who took the test runs, right? They should be applauded too. All the people who did the placebos and didn't even get it, they should be the first ones in line. Listen, I was hesitant too about the vaccine, but again, you have to do your research on this. It's not like the old vaccines where you're going to get the coronavirus in you to build up antibodies. It's not like that anymore. So listen, I think the more we know about the vaccine, the more people will be encouraged to take it. I'm willing to take it.
Yeah, I mean, but again,
are you willing to take it, Al?
Oh, 100%.
What about your kids?
Well, they're too young.
Yeah.
You know.
They say under 12. At least our own Dr.
Under
Coley
12.
said
So
wait
technically,
until
my daughter could take it.
Testing until with pregnant women, which I don't even know if that's a thing. I don't know if you can test pregnant women, but our own Dr. Coley said for pregnant women, nursing women, and then also children under 12 to wait. But she feels very confident about adults getting it.
Right. And again, on this show, we don't lambast anybody that does not want to take it. I get it. That's up to you. It's a personal decision I've thought about, and I'm assuming they have too.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it's an education thing, right? The more you know about it, the more your neighbors get it, your family gets it, the more people will be encouraged to get it, hopefully.
We'll have to wait and see, because you do need a certain amount of the population to get the vaccine in order for us to be able to eradicate it. But keep writing in, DBL Nation. We want to hear what you have to say. So we're going to switch gears here. There is a new Olympic sport It's a bit of a flashback to the 80s. Breakdancing will premiere as a new Olympic sport in Paris 2024. The IOC announced its decision yesterday. Their hope is that the street dance battles will encourage a younger audience to tune in. Meantime, there are 3 other new Olympic sports: skateboarding, sport climbing, and surfing competitions will all premiere this summer in Tokyo. But DBL Nation, you know we got to hear from you on this one. What is your opinion? Do you think breakdancing should be an Olympic sport? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Al, what do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, there are things that people do for fun and relaxation and entertainment, but they also require physical skill. Last I checked, a lot of people go skiing, Jeff, for fun and relaxation, but it's also an Olympic sport. So I think that this should be no different.
Yeah, as sports evolve, so should the Olympics, right? And it also gets a different generation into the Olympics. They have some really boring ones that are Olympic sport. Like there's that skeet shooting one where you ski. It's kind of cool actually, but you ski. It's cross country, and then you have to shoot some targets, and you keep skiing and shoot. It's kind of cool, but it's like kind of outdated, right? Curling, I think it's cool, but it's kind of outdated.
You're gonna make our Canadian viewers
keep up with the Joneses a little bit.
Erica's husband's gonna come for you.
What?
No, I'm sorry. Y'all have missed the boat on this, okay? Breakdancing has always been an Olympic sport, okay? That's just the truth. That is the absolute truth. Saturday mornings, my Uncle Clarence would come next door, pick me up, and make me decide between watching Saturday morning cartoons and going to see the guys breakdance around the corner on the west side of Chicago. This was the hustle, okay? It's not only skill, it's not only entertainment, it's not only agility, it's about like an actual hustle. People made their like money to pay their rent breakdancing on the corner on these boxes with these boom boxes in their members only jackets. Yes, of course. This has always been a Saturday morning Olympic sport.
To Erica's point, it's pretty crappy that they waited this long. Like, I get that now they're going to do it because now they want to get younger viewers. But what happened to all those years and all those athletes at the time who were, to Erica's point, probably the best in the game, and then they missed out on gold medals, silver medals?
What about ballroom dancing and all the dances that took place before breakdancing? They're not in the Olympics. They got screwed.
Ballroom dancing isn't in the Olympics?
No.
It isn't?
No, but it's like they've taken...
Why do you say it like that?
They've cycled in and out sports. I remember, I think it was 2 Olympics ago. Remember they took out Greco-Roman wrestling, which was the original sport? It was not in
because
the
it was
Olympics.
Dangerous. They were dropping people on their heads.
Oh, is that why?
That Russian guy from back in the day, I don't know if I'm saying this 100%, but I remember that Russian guy was so strong, he was dropping people on their heads, and people were scared to wrestle him because they were getting injured, so they just stopped the whole sport. Wow. I believe that's why they stopped it.
I just feel bad for the legends of skateboarding, the legends of surfing.
Skateboarding's in a sport.
They're in the Olympics now. Yes, it is a sport. Skateboarding is absolutely.
But they have the X Games, and now they're the Olympics. They evolved.
Well, the point of the Tony Hawks and stuff not being able to get gold medals all these years, and then all of a sudden, I get it, better late than never. I just feel bad for those legends that could have added to their X Games medals, Olympic medals. You can't beat an Olympic medal. You can't.
I don't know. Nice contract.
If you weren't a Tony Hawk, you wouldn't be sitting in your chair right now being, dang, I would have
Tony
gotten,
Hawk
like,
is sitting in a golden chair crying about the fact he doesn't have a gold medal. I think he's fine.
You don't think that you'd be like, man, I would have had 4 gold medals up on my shelf?
Wow. I don't think so. I'd go to one of my summer homes and cry. Tony Hawk is fine.
All right, let's see what our DBL Nation has to say. 52% of you, Erica, they say no. It's not an Olympic sport. Don't go away, Erica. Coming up on DBL, do pickup lines really work, or should singles just stop with the cheesy one-liners? Plus, Claws star Nicy Nash tells us about her powerful upcoming series about the civil rights movement and her wedding that took the world by surprise. And today, a sober milestone. It's the 40th anniversary of John Lennon's death. Paul McCartney posted this photo today. It's crazy to imagine what the world would be like had he still been alive. As we go to break, here's the iconic Imagine.
Imagine all.
Is it time to officially retire the pickup line? In a new survey of 2,000 people, 55% of them say pickup lines should be forbidden. 42% of men say they've fallen for a pickup line, but only 27% of women says it worked on them. Some of the worst. I got my library card and I'm checking you out. Or are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. And feel my shirt. What's it made of? Boyfriend material.
That's funny.
And
That's
the
good.
best, are you a Pokemon? Because I'd like to take a Pikachu. Ew. And then we have another one. Can I have a picture of you so I can show Santa what I want for Christmas?
That's scary.
That's cute. I like that last one. Do you guys like pickup lines?
I
Do they
think
ever
they're
work?
funny. I think they're good, and I think they could work. I never used one, but I was looking through like funny pickup lines, and I found one that I've never heard before, but could actually work. Okay. So if I came up to you at a bar, you didn't know me, and I was like, "Do you ever think of all the messed up things in this world while you're looking at the stars and think, why there's a D in fridge and no D in refrigerator?"
What? It's the weirdest, most obscure, dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No.
And I'd be
What's
like,
it
wow,
mean?
we're not meant to be. Would you think about that a little bit and be like, that's weird that there is no D in refrigerator?
Yeah.
And we'd strike up a conversation, right?
That's all. Look.
What? Don't
That's
lie
a
out.
pickup line?
Albert,
You would,
Erica?
if I said that to you in conversation, you two would be all over me.
Yeah.
I've never heard. That's the weirdest pickup line I've ever heard, Erica. What do you make of pickup lines? Did Anthony use a line on you?
No, Anthony did not use any lines on me, but I did work in nightclubs for a number of years, so I have heard them all. But one of my favorite, I think it was actually from The Fresh Prince, where he said, "Baby, your feet must be tired because you've been running through my mind all day."
That's
I thought that was
one.
funny.
Can I tell you an original one that I used to use back in my single days? I used to
Yes.
work all the time.
Wait, an
when I was
original?
young,
You
fun,
wrote
when I was
it?
still alive inside,
You
when I
wrote
was
it?
in Miami. No, what me and my buddy, I'm not going to say his name. He does very well for himself now, but we used to go out to nightclubs, and this is like the kids can like kind of DM and like stick your foot in. We used to do what is called cold calling, where you just had to walk up to somebody, and what we would do, we would dare each other. We'd walk up, and I just walk up to the table of girls and just kind of stick my head in and be like, "Al Jackson, ask around," and then just walk
That's
away
amazing.
and just walk away.
That's hot.
And like they would all just be sitting there like, "Who? What was that random?" And then my friend would come in and he'd be like, "That's my boy. He's just playing around," and then we'd buy him drinks and start talking.
That's
worked all the time.
such a good line because it shows that you have confidence, that you have a sense of humor. It shows that you have some swagger. I like it.
Erica?
Yes.
Is that okay? Is that acceptable?
Wait, I just told you.
I know you're Al Jackson.
Ask around.
Ask around.
I guess. I mean, knowing you now, but I probably would have just, yeah.
What's your pickup line, Hot Stepper?
What?
What's your pickup line?
I never had a pickup
They
line.
don't have to
Mark
have one.
had a line. Remember, he said, I was wearing a midriff when I was working at the bar. And Mark,
You're wearing one right now, too.
I'm not wearing a midriff. This is a dress.
It's literally at your midsection and stopping.
Whatever.
Okay.
I did have a midriff on, and Mark said, "What's your tattoo say?" And that was his line. Okay.
Well, 10 years later in marriage, it worked.
Remember my dad's line to my mom?
No.
I told you that.
How would I know that?
You don't remember anything I tell
I have
you.
3
It's
children
really
and
sad.
10 jobs.
Okay, well, my dad was really into my mom, followed her around for months. I know that sounds scary. Finally, he went up to her and said, "Heidi," this was in college, "Heidi, do you like chicken?" And she says, "Yeah." And he says, "Grab a wing." And she grabbed it. They've been married for like 40 years. Okay, we gotta go. Coming up on DBL, Mario Lopez as a sexy Colonel Sanders. What?
Speaking of wings.
Whoa. We'll show you the bizarre Lifetime production. And our medical expert,
The wing
Dr.
line.
Payal Kohli, is clearing up confusion about the coronavirus vaccine. We'll be right back.
Ladies, what?
Welcome back to DBL. With months of the pandemic behind us, there is still a great deal that experts are trying to understand, especially the COVID-19 side effects. There have been reports that some men who have had the virus are experiencing the unfortunate side effect of erectile dysfunction. It's a neurological complication, and it could be long-term. Dr. Payal Kohli joins us live. Doc, how much do we know about this side effect right now?
One study that came out that looked at a number of smaller studies, but what we're finding out is that there's many different reasons, not just neurological dysfunction. So we know that the virus can attack your blood vessels, which can potentially compromise blood flow during an erection. We also know that the receptors that the virus uses to get inside cells are present on the male reproductive organs, like the testicles, so it can actually reduce your levels of testosterone. And finally, the psychological and obviously physical trauma of having the infection can affect your libido. So if you didn't have enough reasons to wear a mask before, guys, you certainly do now, right?
Yeah. I wonder how many men are now we're children up here. We are absolute children. You mentioned testicles and erection, and
We're all laughing, but it's not
I was gonna make it through it, Sam. I said those are some pretty. I was spouting off at the beginning of the show, Doc, how I'm gonna be first in line to take it, but these are serious.
I was just gonna say, how many men that have been hesitant with wearing a mask?
I did get permission.
Go ahead, Dr. Coley.
I was going to say, I did get permission from the producers to use the T word, so.
Thank you, Dr. Coley, because we are children up here. I'll just admit it and call it what it is. But my question was, how many men who were once hesitant to wear a mask are now going to wear a mask because of that potential side effect? Just being real.
Wear a mask?
Yes.
Or get the vaccine?
I think a lot.
Both.
All right, Doc, are there any other side effects, Doc?
And I was just going to add, you guys, that we don't really know how to treat this erectile dysfunction. Is it the same as regular erectile dysfunction or not? Will it respond in the same way? So we're still learning a lot about that as well. So not only is the complication risk higher, the treatment is a little bit of an unknown.
Yeah, you could just get a Corvette. Doc,
what does that even mean?
to compensate some way. Doc, can we
That'll
look at
fix it for sure. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We will be getting a call from our boss in about 2 minutes. We look at the vaccine as like an immediate shot of immunity, or should we still be wearing masks and social distancing long after the vaccine is administered? Because I think I'm going to be wearing masks probably for the next, maybe forever, honestly.
Forever?
I'll be wearing them at the airport.
I'm so glad you asked me. Yeah, I'm really glad you asked me this question because I think we need to adjust how we think about the vaccine. The vaccine is not a we're not going to wear masks. It's a we're going to get back to our lives with the masks. The masks have reduced the rate of flu, so we only have very few flu infections right now. And on top of that, we don't know if the vaccine only protects the person getting the vaccine or also prevents others around them from catching it through that person. So in other words, can they still transmit? This is a bit of an unknown. It'll take a long time to vaccinate 70% of people, which is what we need to get to before we slow down the spread of the virus. And as we've talked about before, kids and pregnant women and such may not be able to get the vaccine right away. So I anticipate, Al, we're going to be wearing masks for at least the next year, if not forever, like you said.
Wow. All right. Well, this is a depressing segment.
A lot of information, though, to take in.
Well, Sam's not talking, so I don't know what to do here.
You two, I can't. Let's stop pretend that you guys aren't giving me looks, okay?
We're on a panel together,
so
Sam.
Unprofessional, myself included. Thank you, Dr. Coley. We'll be right back. Me too. A third-grade teacher from North Carolina who died after testing positive for COVID-19. She was 49. Julie's family described her as selfless and caring with a heart of gold. She also wanted the best for every child she encountered. She leaves behind 2 children and her grandson, Eli. We are so sorry for their loss.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
We've all got something.
There are a lot of articles talking about preemptive pardons that President Trump could grant to staffers or family members. And many of you have sent us questions about presidential pardons. So let's break down what the president's actual pardon powers are. Our sources are the U.S. Constitution, the Justice Department, and Professor Frank Bowman, a law professor at the University of Missouri. Let's start with the Constitution. Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution simply says the president has the power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States. So first question, what are the basic presidential pardon powers?
Presidential pardon power is very broad. It's not completely unlimited. It applies to federal crimes. It does not apply to any state criminal offenses, nor does it apply to civil legal actions, nor does it apply to congressional investigations.
So then what is a preemptive pardon? Well, Professor Bowman says it's actually kind of a made-up term.
It's just something a phrase that has popped into the media in the last couple of weeks. What this presumably means is just what I said, which is that you can pardon someone for conduct they've already engaged in, but haven't yet been charged for or convicted of.
Historically, we've seen presidents pardon people for specific crimes, like Sheriff Joe Arpaio in 2017. Trump pardoned him specifically for criminal contempt of court, but they're not always that specific.
If you remember, after Nixon resigned, Ford accedes to the office as his vice president, and he pardons Nixon for any and all federal offenses that Nixon might have committed from the date of his inauguration to the date of his resignation. It's the broadest pardon in American history.
Bowman says a broad pardon like that is likely to be challenged in courts, but so far, he said there's no instances of a U.S. presidential pardon being overturned. And finally, from viewer Sally M. Can the president pardon himself?
My view is that constitutionally he cannot. Now that too is unresolved. Nobody's ever tried it. In fact, nobody in the history of Anglo-American law has ever tried it, including kings and queens.
Keep in mind, at this time, the president has not announced his intention to grant any new pardons to his family or staffers. With Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.
Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments, but people are a little bit confused about the erectile dysfunction side effect. So let me just be crystal clear that it's not a side effect. Stop it.
What?
Okay, Jeff, I can't. Okay, the side effect is not from the vaccine. It's a side effect of COVID, an unfortunate side effect from COVID. You thought it was from the vaccine.
Right. I thought it was from the vaccine, but I thought it was important to clear up, right? What is wrong with you?
I hate you.
What are you talking about? I'm not laughing.
Every time Jeff's not on camera, he looks like he's laughing. He's laughing.
Does this look like I'm laughing?
Okay. If you guys were only a fly on the wall in here, how dare you? Somebody put a camera on him right now.
I'm glad we cleared it up.
Thank you for clearing that up. I cleared it up. On Facebook or YouTube. You can chat with other viewers with the host during breaks, and we'll read your comments on air. Be part of the DBL community. Please, we need you every day during the show. If you're sticking around, here's what's coming up on DBL. Claws actress Nicy Nash tells Tori about her biggest challenge during this crazy year, and Olivia Jade opens up about her parents, Lori, Lachlan, and Massimo, going to prison. DBL's new every day. We'll be right back.
To federal crimes. It does not apply to any state criminal offenses, nor does it apply to civil legal actions, nor does it apply to congressional investigations.
So then what is a preemptive pardon? Well, Professor Bowman says it's actually kind of a made-up term.
It's just something a phrase that has popped into the media in the last couple of weeks. What this presumably means is just what I said, which is that you can pardon someone for conduct they've already engaged in, but haven't yet been charged for or convicted of.
Historically, we've seen presidents pardon people for specific crimes, like Sheriff Joe Arpaio in 2017. Trump pardoned him specifically for criminal contempt of court, but they're not always that specific.
If you remember, after Nixon resigned, Ford accedes to the office as his vice president, and he pardons Nixon for any and all federal offenses that Nixon might have committed from the date of his inauguration to the date of his resignation. It's the broadest pardon in American history.
Bowman says a broad pardon like that is likely to be challenged in courts, but so far, he said there's no instances of a U.S. presidential pardon being overturned. And finally, from viewer Sally M. Can the president pardon himself?
My view is that constitutionally, he cannot. Now, that too is unresolved. Nobody's ever tried it. In fact, nobody in the history of Anglo-American law has ever tried it, including kings and queens.
Keep in mind, at this time, the president has not announced his intention to grant any new pardons to his family or staffers. With your Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.
Honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with Jeff and Al. Erica joining us from home. All right, let's get right to it. Lori Loughlin's daughter, Olivia Jade, is breaking her silence. Olivia spoke on Red Table Talk today about the college admission scandal that sent both her parents to prison. Lori and her husband, Massimo, paid $500,000, you remember, to falsely pass Olivia and her sister off as rowing athletes. Olivia says she and her sister, are you ready for this, knew about the scheme. Yup, listen to what she said on Red Table Talk.
I'm not trying to victimize myself. I don't want pity. I don't deserve pity. We messed up. I just want a second chance to be like, I recognize I messed up. And for so long, I wasn't able to talk about this because of the legalities behind it. I never got to say, I'm really sorry that this happened, or I really own that this was a big mess up on everybody's part. But I think everybody feels that way in my family right now.
Wow, and still Jada's mom called Olivia out for her white privilege. Watch.
At the end of the day, you're gonna be okay because your parents are gonna go in and they're gonna do their 60 days and they're gonna pay their fine. And you guys will go on and you'll be okay. And there's so many of us that it is not going to be that situation.
Yeah.
It just makes it very difficult right now for me to care.
Wow, what a vital conversation. Erica, I know you and I both are huge Red Table Talk fans. They always have these nuanced conversations, always unfiltered. What did you make of Olivia Jade completely coming clean, especially because her mom, even after her sentencing, never admitted guilt?
Right, and she did address that about the legality of the situation. I mean, it's not uncommon for people to be able to say anything. However, there was so much here. Miss Adrienne, Jada Pinkett Smith's mom, she's 67 years old. So you have to consider everything that she has seen, endured, in this country, in this world, as a Black woman. So for her to say what she said, and I want to note that she was talking about in this moment, she was conflicted and against giving her the space and the room at the table in this moment, because in the grand scheme of every single thing that's been happening in recent months, is this the most important or vital use of space for that table? And I completely understood that, but I thought that the flexibility of thought and the duality in this conversation was so dynamic, because you have a girl or a woman who's 21 years old, embattled in something that is super public. Her ignorance was her bliss. She had to come clean and say things that she probably never envisioned saying. And to be honest, and Miss Adrienne said it too, she didn't have to say anything, and she could have continued in that bubble. But she chose to come forward, and I have to give her some credit for that.
Do you think that Olivia Jade's going to get another shot? Do you think she's going to have a career again?
Yeah. I'm going to give it to you straight. With a face like that, absolutely. Her coming clean on Red Table Talk, she's going to get even more fans now. I mean, if she starts dating Scott Disick pretty soon, because he's dating every young girl in Hollywood. That was a joke. But I applaud her, too. Like Erica said, I appreciate all the things you said before that. But I applaud her for coming forward. She lived in a bubble, and she admitted it. My parents, her friends, our friends thought this was okay. This was the bubble we lived in. My thing is that maybe I'll push back on a little bit is the white privilege thing, right? Why isn't this just privilege? This isn't only white people who do this. This has been going on for hundreds of years. Maybe majority are white, but this is privilege, and we need to look at that in itself, not white and attach that, because it's such a...
I do have to address that, Jeff, because I think it's only fair to clarify that, and I can understand you asking that question. Miss Adrienne also addressed that as it being privilege, but the important dynamic about that conversation of white privilege was the idea that a 67-year-old Black woman is sitting there with a 21-year-old white woman in that moment when we're talking about Black Lives Matter and we're talking about equity and equality. And she, Olivia Jade, asked to come to the red table. She wasn't invited. She asked to be there. So what Miss Adrienne was really saying is it really our responsibility as Black women in this world to raise your social consciousness, to give you an opportunity to absolve yourself when in my 67 years of experience in this world, I haven't been given that opportunity from folks who look like you. That's the reason why the white privilege thing was brought up.
Interesting.
I like that. That was a good answer.
Great.
That was a really good answer. It was a good question and a good answer.
No, I was going after like the trigger word of it because we mentioned it in the prompter, and I think a lot of people online put white privilege, toxic masculinity, all these other things that that bother me. But your explanation, Erica, was fantastic. So thank you.
A compliment to both of you guys. I really forgot I was on the show. I was just like listening to what you guys were saying, so I appreciate that. I learned a lot from both y'all.
Good conversation. So switching gears here, as if 2020 couldn't get any weirder. Check this out. Mario Lopez is starring in a new Lifetime movie. You know I love Lifetime. He's going to be the sexy Colonel Sanders. What? It's called Recipe for Seduction. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Have a look.
Harlan claims to have some secret recipe.
A secret recipe? Spare me.
We all have our secrets. If you marry my daughter, I promise there'll be more long weekends in your future.
Mom, I have to tell you something.
We have a problem.
Secret's out, chicken man. I'll take care of this. He's ruining everything!
Just kill him already!
Who the hell are you? Harlan Sanders, the new chef.
It's amazing. I need to put an alert in my phone to remind me to watch that.
Remind you to throw your TV out the window?
No, that's everything that I want in a Friday night.
No, it's not,
yes,
Sam.
It
Stop
is.
being nice. That's ridiculous, and it's offensive to my sensibilities.
Why is that offensive?
First of all, that Mario Lopez has a dope recipe for chicken. Stop. That gray hair is ridiculous. And I'm not sitting. How do you even look at that and
that looks like Jeff's haircut.
He looks like a Borat character. He does not look like he looks insane.
You're missing the. Okay, Erica, maybe Erica, I don't know what Erica thinks about Lifetime movies, but Erica, they try to be over the top cheesy.
Erica, if you get her back on this point, I'm going to block you on social media.
I don't have much to say about Lifetime movies. I do indulge in them from time to time. But I will say this about Mario Lopez. Homeboy knows how to get a check. And for that, I cannot hate. That grind don't stop. That hustle don't quit.
I can't wait. It's going to be a huge hit.
Listen, these are my goals, Al, to be in movies like this throughout my career. So don't knock it. I could see Big Jeff.
I could see you as Colonel Sanders. You a sexy Colonel Sanders for sure.
Ooh. Did you ever think that sentence would come out of your mouth?
I take it back already. I'm already reeling it back in.
What makes Colonel Sanders sexy? The fact he has a tight shirt on and a weird
because it's Mario Lopez.
Okay, then why Colonel Sanders? Okay.
It's Mario Lopez, and I already see viewers saying they're going to set alarms on their phones too. I'm with you. Okay, so Dolly Parton always wants to look her best at all times of the day. In an interview with RuPaul for Marie Claire magazine, Dolly confessed that she keeps her hair and makeup done in order to stay, quote, ambulance ready in case she gets sick or there's a natural disaster. Dolly has said that she sleeps with her makeup on. In the event she has to run out into the streets during a hotel fire or her tour bus crashes, she then wipes it off in the morning. This is so fabulous.
No.
I can't relate.
Keep going. Why is it fabulous?
Because it's Dolly Parton. Believe me, if it was my daughter, I'd be like, come on, Sophie, that's so sad. Like you shouldn't care what people think of you.
I will tell you that older black folks have a version of this, and I grew up, my whole family's from Jackson, Mississippi, and it sounds, I'm not trying to be funny or gross or anything, but they always said, have a clean pair of underwear on in case you have to go in the emergency room. I heard that my whole life growing up. I don't know where that came from.
But just make sure you change your underwear.
Yeah, that's
what
baseline.
they said, to make sure they change.
How about for you and Erica? My wife, I believe it was pregnancy or operation or whatever, shave your legs. They were always, Jordan's like, I have to shave my legs. I'm like, you're about to have a baby.
Oh yeah, believe me, I had.
So is this a thing for women?
I had a full wax before I had a baby.
Are you serious?
I wanted to look pristine.
So this is real.
For my gynecologist. Who's a female, by the way.
I would probably forget. I commend you, Sam.
Yeah, you want to feel good. You want to feel.
But isn't that the last thing? This is the difference between men and women. Men wouldn't care.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
All right.
Great rebuttal.
You should have said that on the school bus. As if.
Coming up on DBL, Tori is catching up with Claus star and newlywed Nicy Nash. How she's making the most of 2020 next in Chatting with the Stars.
And Professor Frank Bowman, a law professor at the University of Missouri. Let's start with the Constitution. Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution simply says the president.
Her show Claus wrapping up its final season, Nicy Nash is one of the fiercest women in Hollywood. Earlier, Tori spoke with her about making the best of what's left of 2020 in today's Chatting with the Stars. Nicy Nash, one of my absolute favorite actresses. Welcome to DBL. Before we get into your exciting new project and how to create a holiday magic at home moment, I want you to share how you've been making the most of 2020. What's been your biggest challenge this year?
I got married this year, and one of my biggest challenges was trying to figure out how to keep my wedding COVID safe and extremely small.
Yes.
Because I love so many people and I wanted my wedding to be huge. And I figured it out, and I had the smallest, tiniest, safest wedding in the world.
Mazel tov, by the way, on that. Let's get right into this, because I am so excited to hear that you'll be joining the cast of a new series about the women behind the civil rights movement. It's called Women of the Movement. It's produced by Jay-Z and Will Smith. You are playing the grandmother of Emmett Till. I already got goosebumps.
Well, I can tell you that I am always excited when I can join a project that has a social impact.
Yeah.
I felt the same way when They See Us, the same way doing Mrs. America. You know, these are roles and projects that lend itself to a conversation beyond the series. I'm in the middle of filming my 4th and final season of Claus right now, so I won't do my deep dive into this story until after I wrap this one. I need to give Desna Sims, her just due, and then I'll move on.
Well, now, as a mother in real life, explain why it's important to plan family time, especially while we're staying at home during the pandemic. We do need to know from you, Nicy, how can we create some holiday magic with our families? I'm Jewish. I put up so many Christmas lights just to get into the spirit of it, just to try anything. What are you doing?
Well, the thing that I'm doing is I'm having so much fun with my family and HP Printables. Right now, HP is offering free crafts and activities for your family. And who doesn't like free at the holidays? You know, so what we're able to do is, you know, and especially with me just getting married, we're able to curate our own custom holiday card, which is so fun. I mean, we've been stuck in the house with nowhere to go, no parties, no red carpet. So we got all dolled up in our fanciest clothes and went and sat on the sofa and took a gorgeous photo. You know, so it was really fun, and it was a good time, and everybody could participate. That's what I like about it the most.
I love that you got dressed up to sit on the sofa. I have like a martini just sitting there alone, just looking out the window. It's very, very sad. What are you hoping for in the new year? Do you have any resolutions in mind?
You know what, in the new year, I would love to be of service more in the world. Being an actor is my due, but my who is to be of service. And I want that part of my life to shine a little brighter.
Wow, that's really said very simply, and that means a whole lot. I like that. Shine a little bit brighter. I love that. Well, you have made my day a little brighter. Happy holidays to you and your family, Nicy. DBL Nation, for more tips on how to get your family in the holiday spirit, remember what Nicy said, visit hp.com/holiday magic. Have some fun with the kids. Do some creative crafts. And remember, it's free. Thanks again, Nicy. We'll be right back.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Nicy.
Picking your
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet holiday deals. Earlier, Steph showed Tori some amazing products at even better prices. Here's today's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com.
I love this part of the day. What do you have for us today, Steph?
Tori, I've got some amazing products and deals that you are going to love. So first of all, I've got something that's going to help you block out the noise and relax. It's the Oi by Carlo Santana Bluetooth Active active noise cancelling headphones. So these studio quality headphones eliminate 97.5% of ambient noise. They deliver the truest and best sound possible. They're hands-free with control, so you can wirelessly control your music and take your phone calls, so I love it.
Yes.
And the folding design like this right here is great for portability, and the battery lasts up to 7 hours between charges. So normally these are $130. We have them for $29, saving 78%.
That's a nice little cut right there for those. And I like over the ears. My canals are small.
Oh no, I like that too.
Appreciate
because sometimes it hurts when you have headphones in for so long.
Totally agree.
Love those. Okay, next, I've got the perfect item to keep your everyday devices up and running to their fullest potential, Tori. Ooh. It's the SwissTech 3-in-1 wireless charging station. So you can charge your iPhone, your Apple Watch, and your AirPods at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Without having to deal with all of those cords. And if you don't have an iPhone, then don't worry, because it also works with Android smartphones and smart watches. And the best bit is twice as fast charging technology when you are in a hurry. I mean, we all need that. Yeah. Now, normally this device is $100, but we have it for our viewers for $39.
That's good.
Saving 61%, Tori.
That's good. I might get that for my mom. She's got cords coming out of her ear.
It's so handy, and I always lose chargers, to be honest, and I don't know where they are, whereas you can't really lose this big device, can you? And you can charge everything in one.
Good price for it, too. I like that.
Love. Now, Tori, nothing beats a great pair of shades to accessorize your outfit, but designer sunglasses can be rather expensive. Well, not with this deal. A pair of designer Kate Spade sunglasses is the perfect stocking stuffer. It comes with one pair of sunglasses, a hard case, and a cleaning cloth, available in your choice of 6 styles, like the classic aviator.
Put them on,
Got my eye on these,
yeah, let me
Tori,
see. Let's
don't
see
I?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
See. You're Top Gun right now.
Vogue.
Amazing.
Or Top Gun, fly a plane, whatever works for you. And the best part is that they all have 100% UV protection. That's very important.
Yes.
So normally it's as much as $160 to $175 per pair. But we've got them for $49, saving up to 72% on designer shades.
Wow. Hey, Maverick, nice save on that one.
Love.
Top Gun reference.
Love it. And last but not least, I've got something that will help keep you organised at home or when you're out and about on the go. So it's the BHG 7-piece premium packaging or storage cube set.
Ooh.
So the cube sizes include 1 XL, 2 large, 2 medium, 1 small, and a drawstring bag. Perfect for swapping out seasonal wardrobes now that the colder months have arrived, or even organising your suitcase, because I'm awful at that. And they're made from really high quality fabric and interior seams to increase durability. So normally it's as much as $40. Now it's only $19.
Oh, nice.
Saving up to 53%, Tori.
Oh, because I just put all my winter clothes in like a trash bag. That's not right. I got to get that.
I get it.
Okay, this is what I need. I like that they have that. All right. Wow. Thank you so much, Top Gun. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com right on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Ken French World Class Clapper, 721.
Tomorrow on DBL, a young music executive's shocking death. Could this unsolved mystery from the 90s be linked to the O.J. Simpson case?
Obviously, when he was murdered, it just really shocked us.
That's in True Crime Chronicles. And TV and Broadway star Matthew Morrison is bringing The Grinch to life in a new musical. How will he make it his own?
Well, I hope it's people's least favorite Grinch.
That's tomorrow on DBL.
Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. We've got Robin here saying on Facebook, I repeat, no, my God, regarding Mario Lopez as the sexy Colonel
Thank you.
Sanders.
An honest viewer.
Yep.
And I love Mario, but come on.
Robin says to you, Al, my mother also used to tell me, wear clean underwear in case you're in an accident and have to be taken to the hospital.
Old school. That's old school South.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, all my moms, my aunts. That's like one thing I remember is like always have a clean pair of underwear.
How about just in general?
Yeah, one would hope, just in case.
Young boys might need a little incentive.
Yeah,
though.
For real. Come on.
You know?
Be honest.
And then Donna says, you guys are having so much fun today. I love it. This is one of my favorite shows. Yay.
We love
Thanks,
you too.
Donna. We're trying to be professional. DBL's new every day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
A 90-year-old woman is the first person to get the COVID vaccine in the UK. Does this encourage you to get in line when it's available in the US? Bust out the boom boxes. Breakdancing is now officially an Olympic sport. Is this the right move or a step in the wrong direction? Lori Loughlin's daughter, Olivia Jade, finally breaks her silence on the college admissions scandal.
I'm definitely ready.
Do you believe her side of the story? And Claus star Nicy Nash talks about the challenges of getting married during a pandemic.
I wanted my wedding to be huge.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. It is Tuesday, December 8th. I'm Sam, here with Jeff and Al. Hey. Erica joining us from home. Hi, Erica. Well, it is a historic day. Vaccinations have begun in the UK. A 90-year-old grandmother, as you see here, named Margaret Keenan became the first person to receive the shot. She was, oh, look at that, greeted by cheering healthcare workers afterwards. They're calling today V-Day in England. The second person to get the shot was 81-year-old William Shakespeare. Yeah, that's his real name. CNN did get an interview with another elderly gentleman who claims he also got the vaccine today. Watch.
I hope I am not going to have the bloody bug now. I don't intend to have it because I've got granddaughters and I want to live a long time to enjoy their lives.
Have you been able to see them much this past year?
No, I've not hugged them. Now I'm going to for Christmas. And they're going to be their parents, my daughter and son-in-law, are going to make quite sure they're able to be hugged.
Wow. I mean, this is a historic day. However, Erica, let's keep it 100 here. Not everybody is cheering. I see many of our viewers saying that they are hesitant to get the vaccine. They don't want their parents to get the vaccine. They don't want their kids to get the vaccine. And I just received information that this is according to a new poll, 55% of Americans are willing to take the vaccine. What do you make of this, E?
I'm encouraged that it's 55%. I think that if it were skewed too much in either direction, that would give me more cause for pause. I mean, honestly, you're talking about a medical decision that people are making for not only their bodies, but also their families. And if it is 55% of people who are for it, then that also might mean that there is a natural progression of how it's being allotted, how people are consuming it. Do we have enough for the people that actually need it and want to take it? So I think that 55% is very encouraging.
Yeah, listen, I'm all for the vaccine. I understand all the hesitation behind it, and I applaud those two people in the UK who were the first ones. But how about all the people who took the test runs, right? They should be applauded too. All the people who did the placebos and didn't even get it, they should be the first ones in line. Listen, I was hesitant too about the vaccine, but again, you have to do your research on this. It's not like the old vaccines where you're going to get the coronavirus in you to build up antibodies. It's not like that anymore. So listen, I think the more we know about the vaccine, the more people will be encouraged to take it. I'm willing to take it.
Yeah, I mean, but again,
are you willing to take it, Al?
Oh, 100%.
What about your kids?
Well, they're too young.
Yeah.
You know.
They say under 12. At least our own Dr. Coley said.
So
wait
technically,
until
my daughter could take it.
Testing until with pregnant women, which I don't even know if that's a thing. I don't know if you can test pregnant women, but our own Dr. Coley said for pregnant women, nursing women, and then also children under 12 to wait. But she feels very confident about adults getting it.
Right. And again, on this show, we don't lambast anybody that does not want to take it. I get it. That's up to you. It's a personal decision I've thought about, and I'm assuming they have too.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it's an education thing, right? The more you know about it, the more your neighbors get it, your family gets it, the more people will be encouraged to get it, hopefully.
We'll have to wait and see, because you do need a certain amount of the population to get the vaccine in order for us to be able to eradicate it. But keep writing in, DBL Nation. We want to hear what you have to say. So we're going to switch gears here. There is a new Olympic sport. It's a bit of a flashback to the 80s. Breakdancing will premiere as a new Olympic sport in Paris 2024. The IOC announced its decision yesterday. Their hope is that the street dance battles will encourage a younger audience to tune in. Meantime, there are 3 other new Olympic sports: skateboarding, sport climbing, and surfing competitions will all premiere this summer in Tokyo. But DBL Nation, we got to hear from you on this one. What is your opinion? Do you think breakdancing should be an Olympic sport? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Al, what do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, there are things that people do for fun and relaxation and entertainment, but they also require physical skill. Last I checked, a lot of people go skiing, Jeff, for fun and relaxation, but it's also an Olympic sport. So I think that this should be no different. Yeah,
as sports evolve, so should the Olympics, right? And it also gets a different generation into the Olympics. They have some really boring ones that are Olympic sport. Like there's that skeet shooting one where you ski. It's kind of cool actually, but you ski. It's cross country, and then you have to shoot some targets, and you keep skiing and shoot. It's kind of cool, but it's kind of outdated, right? Curling, I think it's cool, but it's kind of outdated.
You're gonna make our Canadian viewers keep
up with the Joneses a little bit.
Erica's husband's gonna come for you.
What?
No, I'm sorry. Y'all have missed the boat on this, okay? Breakdancing has always been an Olympic sport. Okay, that's just the truth. That is the absolute truth. Saturday mornings, my Uncle Clarence would come next door, pick me up, and make me decide between watching Saturday morning cartoons and going to see the guys break dance around the corner on the west side of Chicago. This was the hustle, okay? It's not only skill, it's not only entertainment, it's not only agility, it's about like an actual hustle. People made their like money to pay their rent breakdancing on the corner on these boxes with these boom boxes in their members only jackets. Yes, of course. This has always been a Saturday morning Olympic sport.
To Erica's point, it's pretty crappy that they waited this long. Like, I get that now they're going to do it because now they want to get younger viewers. But what happened to all those years and all those athletes at the time who were, to Erica's point, probably the best in the game, and then they missed out on gold medals, silver medals?
What about ballroom dancing and all the dances that took place before breakdancing? They're not in the Olympics. They got screwed.
Ballroom dancing isn't in the Olympics?
No.
It isn't?
No, but it's like they've taken...
Why do you say it like that?
They've cycled in and out sports. I remember, I think it was 2 Olympics ago. Remember they took out Greco-Roman wrestling, which was the original sport? It was not in
because
the
it was dangerous.
Olympics.
They were dropping people on their heads.
Oh, is that why?
That Russian guy from back in the day, I don't know if I'm saying this 100%, but I remember that Russian guy was so strong, he was dropping people on their heads, and people were scared to wrestle him because they were getting injured, so they just stopped the whole sport. Wow. I believe that's why they stopped it.
I just feel bad for the legends of skateboarding, the legends of surfing.
Skateboarding's in a sport.
They're in the Olympics now. Yes, it is a sport. Skateboarding is absolutely.
They have the X Games, and now they're the Olympics. They evolved.
Well, the point of the Tony Hawks and stuff not being able to get gold medals all these years, and then all of a sudden, I get it, better late than never. I just feel bad for those legends that could have added to their X Games medals, Olympic medals. You can't beat an Olympic medal. You can't.
I don't know. Nice contract.
If you weren't a Tony Hawk, you wouldn't be sitting in your chair right now being, dang, I would have
Tony
gotten,
Hawk
like,
is sitting in a golden chair crying about the fact he doesn't have a gold medal. I think he's fine.
Yeah, you don't think that you'd be like, man, I would have had 4 gold medals up on my shelf?
Wow. I don't think so. I'd go to one of my summer homes and cry. Tony Hawk is fine.
All right, let's see what our DBL Nation has to say. 52% of you, Erica, they say no. It's not an Olympic sport. Don't go away, Erica. Coming up on DBL, do pickup lines really work, or should singles just stop with the cheesy one-liners? Plus, Claws star Nicy Nash tells us about her powerful upcoming series about the civil rights movement and her wedding that took the world by surprise. And today, a sober milestone. It's the 40th anniversary of John Lennon's death. Paul McCartney posted this photo today. It's crazy to imagine what the world would be like had he still been alive. As we go to break, here's the iconic Imagine. Welcome back to DBL. Is it time to officially retire the pickup line? In a new survey of 2,000 people, 55% of them say pickup lines should be forbidden. 42% of men say they've fallen for a pickup line, but only 27% of women says it worked on them. Some of the worst. I got my library card and I'm checking you out. Or are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. And feel my shirt. What's it made of? Boyfriend material.
That's funny.
And
That's
the
good.
best, are you a Pokemon? Because I'd like to take a Pikachu. Ew. And then we have another one. Can I have a picture of you so I can show Santa what I want for Christmas?
That's scary.
That's cute. I like that last one. Do you guys like pickup lines?
I think they're
work?
funny. I think they're good, and I think they could work. I never used one, but I was looking through like funny pickup lines, and I found one that I've never heard before, but could actually work. Okay. So if I came up to you at a bar, you didn't know me, and I was like, "Do you ever think of all the messed up things in this world while you're looking at the stars and think, why there's a D in fridge and no D in refrigerator?"
What? It's the weirdest, most obscure, dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No.
And I'd be
What's
like,
it
wow,
mean?
we're not meant to be. Would you think about that a little bit and be like, that's weird that there is no D in refrigerator?
Yeah.
And we'd strike up a conversation, right?
That's all. Look.
What? Don't lie, Al. Albert,
If I'd said that to you in conversation, you two would be all over me.
Yeah.
I've never heard. That's the weirdest pickup line I've ever heard, Erica. What do you make of pickup lines? Did Anthony use a line on you?
No, Anthony did not use any lines on me, but I did work in nightclubs for a number of years, so I have heard them all. But one of my favorite, I think it was actually from The Fresh Prince, where he said, "Baby, your feet must be tired because you've been running through my mind all day." I thought that was funny.
Can I tell you an original one that I used to use back in my single days?
Yes.
I used to work all the time.
Wait, an
when I was
original?
young,
You
fun,
wrote
when I was
it?
still alive inside,
You
when I
wrote
was
it?
in Miami. No, what me and my buddy, I'm not going to say his name. He does very well for himself now, but we used to go out to nightclubs, and this is like the kids can like kind of DM and like stick your foot in. We used to do what is called cold calling, where you just had to walk up to somebody, and what we would do, we would dare each other. We'd walk up, and I just walk up to the table of girls and just kind of stick my head in and be like, "Al Jackson, ask around," and then just walk away
amazing.
and just walk away.
That's hot.
And like they would all just be sitting there like, "Who? What was that random?" And then my friend would come in and he'd be like, "That's my boy. He's just playing around." And then we'd buy him drinks and start talking.
That's
worked all the time.
such a good line because it shows that you have confidence, that you have a sense of humor. It shows that you have some swagger. I like it.
Erica?
Yes.
Is that okay? Is that acceptable?
Wait, I just told you.
You're Al Jackson.
Ask around.
I guess. I mean, knowing you now, but I probably would have just, yeah.
What's your pickup line, Hot Stepper?
What?
What's your pickup
I
line?
never had a pickup line.
They don't have to
Mark
have one.
had a line. Remember, he said, I was wearing a midriff when I was working at the bar. And Mark,
You're wearing one right now, too.
I'm not wearing a midriff. This is a dress.
It's literally at your midsection and stopping.
Whatever.
Okay.
I did have a midriff on, and Mark said, "What's your tattoo say?" And that was his line.
Well, 10 years later in marriage, it worked.
Remember my dad's line to my mom?
No.
I told you that.
How would I know that?
You don't remember anything I tell
I have
you.
3
It's
children
really
and 10
sad.
jobs.
Okay, well, my dad was really into my mom, followed her around for months. I know that sounds scary. Finally, he went up to her and said, "Heidi," this was in college, "Heidi, do you like chicken?" And she says, "Yeah." And he says, "Grab a wing." And she grabbed it. They've been married for like 40 years. Okay, we gotta go. Coming up on DBL, Mario Lopez as a sexy Colonel Sanders. What?
Speaking of wings.
Whoa. We'll show you the bizarre Lifetime production. And our medical expert,
The wing
Dr.
line.
Pyle Coley, is clearing up confusion about the coronavirus vaccine. We'll be right back. Welcome back to DBL. With months of the pandemic behind us, there is still a great deal that experts are trying to understand, especially the COVID-19 side effects. There have been reports that some men who have had the virus are experiencing the unfortunate side effect of erectile dysfunction. It's a neurological complication, and it could be long-term. Dr. Payal Kohli joins us live. Doc, how much do we know about this side effect right now?
One study that came out that looked at a number of smaller studies, but what we're finding out is that there's many different reasons, not just neurological dysfunction. So we know that the virus can attack your blood vessels, which can potentially compromise blood flow during an erection. We also know that the receptors that the virus uses to get inside cells are present on the male reproductive organs, like the testicles, so it can actually reduce your levels of testosterone. And finally, the psychological and obviously physical trauma of having the infection can affect your libido. So if you didn't have enough reasons to wear a mask before, guys, you certainly do now, right?
Yeah, I wonder how many men are now, we're children up here. We are absolute children. You mentioned testicles and erection, and we're all laughing, but it's not funny.
I was gonna make it through it, Sam. I said those are some pretty, I was spouting off at the beginning of the show, Doc, how I'm gonna be first in line to take it, but these are serious. I
was just gonna say, how many men that have been hesitant with wearing a mask?
I did get permission.
Go ahead, Dr. Kohli.
I was going to say, I did get permission from the producers to use the T word, so.
Thank you, Dr. Kohli, because we are children up here. I'll just admit it and call it what it is. But my question was, how many men who were once hesitant to wear a mask are now going to wear a mask because of that potential side effect? Just being real.
Wear a mask?
Yes.
Or get the vaccine?
I think a lot.
Both.
All right, Doc, are there any other side effects, Doc?
And I was just going to add, you guys, that we don't really know how to treat this erectile dysfunction. Is it the same as regular erectile dysfunction or not? Will it respond in the same way? So we're still learning a lot about that as well. So not only is the complication risk higher, the treatment is a little bit of an unknown.
Yeah, you could just get a Corvette. Doc,
what does that even mean?
to compensate some way. Doc, can we
That'll fix it, for sure, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
We will be getting a call from our boss in about 2 minutes. We look at the vaccine as like an immediate shot of immunity, or should we still be wearing masks and social distancing long after the vaccine is administered? Because I think I'm going to be wearing masks probably for the next, maybe forever, honestly.
Forever?
I'll be wearing them at the airport.
I'm so glad you asked me. Yeah, I'm really glad you asked me this question because I think we need to adjust how we think about the vaccine. The vaccine is not a we're not going to wear masks. It's a we're going to get back to our lives with the masks. The masks have reduced the rate of flu, so we only have very few flu infections right now. And on top of that, we don't know if the vaccine only protects the person getting the vaccine or also prevents others around them from catching it through that person. So in other words, can they still transmit? This is a bit of an unknown. It'll take a long time to vaccinate 70% of people, which is what we need to get to before we slow down the spread of the virus. And as we've talked about before, kids and pregnant women and such may not be able to get the vaccine right away. So I anticipate, Al, we're going to be wearing masks for at least the next year, if not forever, like you said.
Wow. All right. Well, this is a depressing segment.
A lot of information, though, to take in.
Well, Sam's not talking, so I don't know what to do here.
You two, I can't. Let's not pretend that you guys aren't giving me looks, okay?
We're on a panel together,
so
Sam.
unprofessional, myself included. Thank you, Dr. Coley. We'll be right back.
Doc.
Me too. We would like to remember Julie Davis, a third-grade teacher from North Carolina, who died after testing positive for COVID-19. She was 49. Julie's family described her as selfless and caring with a heart of gold. She also wanted the best for every child she encountered. She leaves behind 2 children and her grandson, Eli. We are so sorry for their loss.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
There are a lot of articles talking about preemptive pardons that President Trump could grant to staffers or family members. And many of you have sent us questions about presidential pardons. So let's break down what the president's actual pardon powers are. Our sources are the U.S. Constitution, the Justice Department, and Professor Frank Bowman, a law professor at the University of Missouri. Let's start with the Constitution. Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution simply says the president has the power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States. So first question, what are the basic presidential pardon powers?
Presidential pardon power is very broad. It's not completely unlimited. It applies to federal crimes. It does not apply to any state criminal offenses, nor does it apply to civil legal actions, nor does it apply to congressional investigations.
So then what is a preemptive pardon? Well, Professor Bowman says it's actually kind of a made-up term.
It's just something a phrase that has popped into the media in the last couple of weeks. What this presumably means is just what I said, which is that you can pardon someone for conduct they've already engaged in, but haven't yet been charged for or convicted of.
Historically, we've seen presidents pardon people for specific crimes, like Sheriff Joe Arpaio in 2017. Trump pardoned him specifically for criminal contempt of court, but they're not always that specific.
If you remember, after Nixon resigned, Ford accedes to the office as his vice president, and he pardons Nixon for any and all federal offenses that Nixon might have committed from the date of his inauguration to the date of his resignation. It's the broadest pardon in American history.
Bowman says a broad pardon like that is likely to be challenged in courts, but so far, he said there's no instances of a U.S. presidential pardon being overturned. And finally, from viewer Sally M. Can the president pardon himself?
My view is that constitutionally he cannot. Now that too is unresolved. Nobody's ever tried it. In fact, nobody in the history of Anglo-American law has ever tried it, including kings and queens.
Keep in mind, at this time, the president has not announced his intention to grant any new pardons to his family or staffers. With you Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.
Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments, but people are a little bit confused about the erectile dysfunction side effect. So let me just be crystal clear that it's not a side effect. Stop it.
What?
Okay, Jeff, I can't. Okay, the side effect is not from the vaccine. It's a side effect of COVID, an unfortunate side effect from COVID. You thought it was from the vaccine.
Right. I thought it was from the vaccine, but I thought it was important to clear up, right? What is wrong with you?
I hate you.
What are you talking about? I'm not laughing.
Every time Jeff's
Look
not
at
on
Al's
camera,
face.
Every time Jeff's not on camera, he looks like he's laughing. He's laughing.
Does this look like I'm laughing?
Okay. If you guys were only a fly on the wall in here, how dare you? Somebody put a camera on him right now. Remember?
I'm glad we cleared it up.
Thank you for clearing that up. I cleared it up. Watch DBL on Facebook or YouTube. You can chat with other viewers with the host during breaks, and we'll read your comments on air. Be part of the DBL community. Please, we need you every day during the show. If you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Claws actress Nicy Nash tells Tori about her biggest challenge during this crazy year, and Olivia Jade opens up about her parents, Lori Loughlin and Massimo, going to prison. DBL's new every day. We'll be right back.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with Jeff and Al. Erica joining us from home. All right, let's get right to it. Lori Loughlin's daughter, Olivia Jade, is breaking her silence. Olivia spoke on Red Table Talk today about the college admission scandal that sent both her parents to prison. Lori and her husband, Massimo, paid $500,000, you remember, to falsely pass Olivia and her sister off as rowing athletes. Olivia says she and her sister, are you ready for this, knew about the scheme. Yup, listen to what she said on Red Table Talk.
I'm not trying to victimize myself. I don't want pity. I don't deserve pity. We messed up. I just want a second chance to be like, I recognize I messed up. And for so long, I wasn't able to talk about this because of the legalities behind it. I never got to say, I'm really sorry that this happened, or I really own that this was a big mess up on everybody's part. But I think everybody feels that way in my family right now.
Wow, and still Jada's mom called Olivia out for her white privilege. Watch.
At the end of the day, you're going to be okay because your parents are going to go in and they're going to do their 60 days and they're going to pay their fine and you guys will go on and you'll be okay. And there's so many of us that it is not going to be that situation.
Yeah.
It just makes it very difficult right now for me to care.
Wow, what a vital conversation. Erica, I know you and I both are huge Red Table Talk fans. They always have these nuanced conversations, always unfiltered. What did you make of Olivia Jade completely coming clean, especially because her mom, even after her sentencing, never admitted guilt?
Right, and she did address that about the legality of the situation. I mean, it's not uncommon for people to be able to say anything. However, there was so much here. Miss Adrienne, Jada Pinkett Smith's mom, she's 67 years old. So you have to consider everything that she has seen, endured, you know, in this country, in this world, as a Black woman. So for her to say what she said, and I want to note that she was talking about in this moment, she was conflicted and against giving her the space and the room at the table in this moment, because in the grand scheme of every single thing that's been happening in recent months, is this the most important or vital use of space for that table? And I completely understood that, but I thought that the flexibility of thought and the duality in this conversation was so dynamic, because you have a girl or a woman who's 21 years old, embattled in something that is super public. Her ignorance was her bliss. She had to come clean and say things that she probably never envisioned saying. And to be honest, and Miss Adrienne said it too, she didn't have to say anything, and she could have continued in that bubble. But she chose to come forward, and I have to give her some credit for that.
Do you think that Olivia Jade's going to get another shot? Do you think she's going to have a career again?
Yeah. I'm going to give it to you straight. With a face like that, absolutely. Her coming clean on Red Table Talk, she's going to get even more fans now. I mean, if she starts dating Scott Disick pretty soon, because she's dating every young girl in Hollywood. That was a joke. But I applaud her, too. Like Erica said, I appreciate all the things you said before that. But I applaud her for coming forward. She lived in a bubble, and she admitted it. My parents, her friends, our friends thought this was okay. This was the bubble we lived in. My thing is that maybe I'll push back on a little bit is the white privilege thing, right? Why isn't this just privilege? This isn't only white people who do this. This has been going on for hundreds of years. Maybe majority are white, but this is privilege, and we need to look at that in itself, not white and attach that, because it's such a...
I do have to address that, Jeff, because I think it's only fair to clarify that, and I can understand you asking that question. Miss Adrienne also addressed that as it being privilege, but the important dynamic about that conversation of white privilege was the idea that a 67-year-old Black woman is sitting there with a 21-year-old white woman in that moment when we're talking about Black Lives Matter and we're talking about equity and equality. And she, Olivia Jade, asked to come to the Red Table. She wasn't invited. She asked to be there. So what Miss Adrienne was really saying is it really our responsibility as Black women in this world to raise your social consciousness, to give you an opportunity to absolve yourself, when in my 67 years of experience in this world, I haven't been given that opportunity from folks who look like you? That's the reason why the white privilege thing was brought up.
Interesting.
I like that. That was a good answer.
Great.
That was a really good answer. It was a good question and a good answer.
No, I was going after like the trigger word of it, because we mentioned it in the prompter, and I think a lot of people online put white privilege, toxic masculinity, all these other things that, you know, that bother me. But your explanation, Erica, was fantastic, so thank you.
A compliment to both of you guys. I really forgot I was on the show. I was just like listening to what you guys were saying, so I appreciate that. I learned a lot from both y'all.
Good conversation. So switching gears here, as if 2020 couldn't get any weirder, check this out. Mario Lopez is starring in a new Lifetime movie. You know I love Lifetime. He's going to be the sexy Colonel Sanders. What? It's called Recipe for Seduction. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Have a look.
Harlan claims to have some secret recipe.
A secret recipe? Spare me.
We all have our secrets. If you marry my daughter, I promise there'll be more long weekends in your future.
Mom, I have to tell you something.
We have a problem. Secret's out, chicken man. I'll take care of this. He's ruining everything!
Just kill him already!
Who the hell are you? Harlan Sanders, the new chef.
It's amazing. I need to put an alert in my phone to remind me to watch that.
Remind you to throw your TV out the window?
No, that's everything that I want in a Friday night.
No, it's not,
yes,
Sam. Stop being nice. That's ridiculous.
I'm not
and it's offensive to my sensibilities.
Why is that offensive?
First of all, that Mario Lopez has a dope recipe for chicken. Stop. That gray hair is ridiculous. And I'm not sitting. How do you even look at that and
that looks like Jeff's haircut.
He looks like a Borat character. He does not look like he looks insane.
You're missing the. Okay, Erica, maybe Erica, I don't know what Erica thinks about Lifetime movies, but Erica, they try to be over the top, cheesy.
Erica, if you get her back on this point, I'm going to block you on social media.
I don't have much to say about Lifetime movies. I do indulge in them from time to time. But I will say this about Mario Lopez. Homeboy knows how to get a check. And for that, I cannot hate. That grind don't stop. That hustle don't quit.
I can't wait. It's going to be a huge hit.
Listen, these are my goals, Al, to be in movies like this throughout my career. So don't knock it. I could see Big Jeff.
I could see you as Colonel Sanders. You a sexy Colonel Sanders for sure.
Ooh. Did you ever think that sentence would come out of your mouth?
I take it back already. I'm already reeling it back in.
What makes Colonel Sanders sexy? The fact he has a tight shirt on and a weird
because it's Mario Lopez.
Okay, then why Colonel Sanders? Okay.
It's Mario Lopez, and I already see viewers saying they're going to set alarms on their phones too. I'm with you. Okay, so Dolly Parton always wants to look her best at all times of the day. In an interview with RuPaul for Marie Claire magazine, Dolly confessed that she keeps her hair and makeup done in order to stay, quote, ambulance ready in case she gets sick or there's a natural disaster. Dolly has said that she sleeps with her makeup on. In the event she has to run out into the streets during a hotel fire or her tour bus crashes, she then wipes it off in the morning. This is so fabulous.
No.
I can't relate.
Keep going. Why is it fabulous?
Because it's Dolly Parton. Like, believe me, if it was like my daughter, I'd be like, come on, Sophie, that's so sad. Like you shouldn't care what people
I will
think of you.
tell you that older black folks have a version of this, and I grew up, my whole family's from Jackson, Mississippi, and it sounds, I'm not trying to be funny or gross or anything, but they always said, have a clean pair of underwear on in case you have to go in the emergency room. I heard that my whole life growing up. I don't know where that came from.
But just make sure you change your underwear.
Yeah, that's
what they said,
yes.
to make sure they change.
How about for you and Erica? My wife, I believe it was pregnancy or operation or whatever, shave your legs. They were always, Jordan's like, I have to shave my legs. I'm like, you're about to have a baby.
Oh yeah, believe me, I had.
So is this a thing for women?
I had a full wax before I had a baby.
Are you serious?
I wanted to look pristine.
So this is real.
For my gynecologist. Who's a female, by the way.
I would probably forget. I commend you, Sam.
Yeah, you want to feel good. You want to feel.
But isn't that the last thing? Like, this is the difference between men and women. Men wouldn't care.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
All right.
Great rebuttal.
You should have said that on the school bus. As if.
Coming up on DBL, Tori is catching up with Claws star and newlywed Nicy Nash. How she's making the most of 2020 next in Chatting with the Stars.
Tomorrow on DBL, TV and Broadway star Matthew Morrison is bringing The Grinch to life in a new musical. How will he make it his own?
It was cool to see the reactions.
That's tomorrow on DBL.
Welcome back to DBL. With her show Claws wrapping up its final season, Nicy Nash is one of the fiercest women in Hollywood. Earlier, Tori spoke with her about making the best of what's left of 2020 in today's Chatting with the Stars.
Nicy Nash, one of my absolute favorite actresses. Welcome to DBL. Before we get into your exciting new project and how to create a holiday magic at home moment, I want you to share how you've been making the most of 2020. What's been your biggest challenge this year?
I got married this year, and one of my biggest challenges was trying to figure out how to keep my wedding COVID safe and extremely small.
Yes.
Because I love so many people and I wanted my wedding to be huge. And I figured it out, and I had the smallest, tiniest, safest wedding in the world.
Mazel tov, by the way, on that. Let's get right into this, because I am so excited to hear that you'll be joining the cast of a new series about the women behind the civil rights movement. It's called Women of the Movement. It's produced by Jay-Z and Will Smith. You are playing the grandmother of Emmett Till. I already got goosebumps.
Well, I can tell you that I am always excited when I can join a project that has a social impact.
Yeah.
I felt the same way when They See Us, the same way doing Mrs. America. You know, these are roles and projects that lend itself to a conversation beyond the series. I'm in the middle of filming my 4th and final season of Claws right now, so I won't do my deep dive into this story until after I wrap this one. I need to give Desna Sims her just due, and then I'll move on.
Well, now, as a mother in real life, explain why it's important to plan family time, especially while we're staying at home during the pandemic. We do need to know from you, Nicy, how can we create some holiday magic with our families? I'm Jewish. I put up so many Christmas lights just to get into the spirit of it, just to try anything. What are you doing?
Well, the thing that I'm doing is I'm having so much fun with my family and HP Printables. Right now, HP is offering free crafts and activities for your family. And who doesn't like free at the holidays? You know, so what we're able to do is, you know, and especially with me just getting married, we're able to curate our own custom holiday cards, which is so fun. I mean, we've been stuck in the house with nowhere to go, no parties, no red carpet. So we got all dolled up in our fanciest clothes and went and sat on the sofa and took a gorgeous photo. You know, so it was really fun, and it was a good time, and everybody could participate. That's what I like about it the most.
I love that you got dressed up to sit on the sofa. I have like a martini just sitting there alone, just looking out the window. It's very, very sad. What are you hoping for in the new year? Do you have any resolutions in mind?
You know what, in the new year, I would love to be of service more in the world. Being an actor is my due, but my who is to be of service. And I want that part of my life to shine a little brighter.
Wow, that's really said very simply, and that means a whole lot. I like that. Shine a little bit brighter. I love that. Well, you have made my day a little brighter. Happy holidays to you and your family, Nicy. DBL Nation, for more tips on how to get your family in the holiday spirit, remember what Nicy said, visit hp.com/holiday magic. Have some fun with the kids. Do some creative crafts, and remember, it's free. Thanks again, Nicy. We'll be right back.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet holiday deals. Earlier, Steph showed Tori some amazing products at even better prices. Here's today's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com.
I love this part of the day. What do you have for us today, Steph?
Tori, I've got some amazing products and deals that you are going to love. So first of all, I've got something that's going to help you block out the noise and relax. Ooh. It's the Oi by Carlo Santana Bluetooth active noise cancelling headphones. So these studio quality headphones eliminate 97.5% of ambient noise. They deliver the truest and best sound possible. They're hands-free with control, so you can wirelessly control your music and take your phone calls, so I love it. Yes. And the folding design like this right here is great for portability, and the battery lasts up to 7 hours between charges. Ooh. So normally these are $130. We have them for $29, saving 78%.
That's a nice little cut right there for those. And I like over the ears. My canals are small.
Oh no, I like that too.
Appreciate
sometimes it hurts when you have headphones in for so long.
Totally agree.
Love those. Okay, next, I've got the perfect item to keep your everyday devices up and running to their fullest potential, Tori. Ooh. It's the SwissTech 3-in-1 wireless charging station. So you can charge your iPhone, your Apple Watch, and your AirPods at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Without having to deal with all of those cords. And if you don't have an iPhone, then don't worry, because it also works with Android smartphones and smart watches. And the best bit is twice as fast charging technology when you are in a hurry. I mean, we all need that. Yeah. Now, normally this device is $100, but we have it for our viewers for $39.
That's good.
Saving 61%, Tori.
That's good. I might get that for my mom. She's got cords coming out of her ear.
It's so handy, and I always lose chargers, to be honest, and I don't know where they are, whereas you can't really lose this big device, can you? And you can charge everything in one.
Good price for it too. I like that.
Love. Now, Tori, nothing beats a great pair of shades to accessorize your outfit, but designer sunglasses can be rather expensive. Well, not with this deal. A pair of designer Kate Spade sunglasses is the perfect stocking stuffer. It comes with one pair of sunglasses, a hard case, and a cleaning cloth, available in your choice of 6 styles, like the classic aviator.
Put them on, put them on.
Got my eye on these,
yeah, let me
Tori,
see. Let's
don't
see
I?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
See. You're Top Gun right now. Amazing.
Or Top Gun, fly a plane, whatever works for you. And the best part is that they all have 100% UV protection. That's very important.
Yes.
So normally it's as much as $160 to $175 per pair. But we've got them for $49, saving up to 72% on designer shades.
Wow. Hey, Maverick, nice save on that one. Top Gun reference.
Love it. And last but not least, I've got something that will help keep you organized at home or when you're out and about on the go. So it's the BHG 7-piece premium packaging or storage cube set. Ooh. So the cube sizes include 1 XL, 2 large, 2 medium, 1 small, and a drawstring bag. Perfect for swapping out seasonal wardrobes now that the colder months have arrived, or even organizing your suitcase, because I'm awful at that. And they're made from really high quality fabric and interior seams to increase durability. So normally it's as much as $40. Now it's only $19.
Oh, nice.
Saving up to 53%, Tori.
Oh, because I just put all my winter clothes in like a trash bag. That's not right. I got to get that.
I get it.
Okay, this is what I need. I like that they have that. All right, wow. Thank you so much, Top Gun. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com right on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Tomorrow on DBL, a young music executive's shocking death. Could this unsolved mystery from the 90s be linked to the O.J. Simpson case?
Obviously, when he was murdered, it just really shocked us.
That's in True Crime Chronicles. And TV and Broadway star Matthew Morrison is bringing The Grinch to life in a new musical. How will he make it his own?
Well, I hope it's people's least favorite Grinch.
That's tomorrow on DBL.
Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. We've got Robin here saying on Facebook, I repeat, no, my God, regarding Mario Lopez as the sexy Colonel Sanders.
An honest viewer.
Yep.
And I love Mario, but come on.
Robin says to you, Al, my mother also used to tell me, wear clean underwear in case you're in an accident and have to be taken to the hospital.
That's old school. That's old school South.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, all my moms, my aunts, that's like one thing I remember is like always have a clean pair of underwear.
How about just in general?
Yeah, one would hope, just in case.
Young boys might need a little incentive.
Yeah,
though.
For real. Come on.
You know?
Be honest.
And then Donna says, you guys are having so much fun today. I love it. This is one of my favorite shows. Yay.
Love
Thanks,
you too.
Donna. We're trying to be professional. DBL's new every day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.